Yeah. V314 Bad BWG Radio. I'm your hostess. I'm NC. Usually we start with a shared video, but not tonight. Well, not this afternoon, East Coast time. There's multiple things that I would like to get into because we always have a presentation for the week, and then we keep the theme of that presentation. We take the theme of that presentation along with video presentations and examples and case studies and all this stuff. This week was so loaded. Okay, like this was a loaded week, man. It was just like, I mean, things happen on top of things and stuff like that, but it was like, to me, it just felt loaded. It just felt like I couldn't ignore it. I had to just get up and talk about it, you know? And that's what I did. You know what I mean? So, Black Woman's Guide, I was looking over it yesterday, like briefly looking over it. And I was more noticing when I was writing down plans and everything. I was recognizing how much, like, damn, you know, I barely even got a chance to write down the shows and stuff. And I did do shows and everything. I can always just go back to the YouTube and do it. But because a lot of stuff is strange because, like, not strange, but because I write so much, I begin to remember things that even if I don't write it down, I can still remember it. And because that's something I'm learning how to teach myself, is how to keep and build my memory and learn how to even take supplements to help me have a good memory for things that I would like to remember, right? So while I was doing that, I was like, damn, I really did not get into the evil topic this week. Like, you know, I didn't really get to bang it out. I didn't get to touch it the way that I wanted to touch this evil topic and the science of evil and all these different type of things. And then I thought about all the other stuff I ended up talking about and why and what caused me to talk about these things. So now I'm in a space again because all this week it's been topics like this, you know, and even if I want to have a focused topic on one thing, it just doesn't turn into that way. So yesterday, we could pretty much say all the way from last night to this morning, I got into a conversation with a friend. We got into a very big conversation, and I really appreciated it because, like, that's something we could have brought on the show, but it just, to me, it's like, it's, you know. So we were talking about multiple things. These Zealot divestors, you know, the people who are gamers and the personality of these people who are gamers, talking about laziness, and that conversation actually couldn't have came on because it was a little personal. And examples what I seen with people who are gamers and how lazy they are, and how I have, you know, a coworker who's a gamer and their personality and how they do things and how they always try to get everybody else to do things. It's all of these different type of things. And I was like, even with myself, you know, I love The Sims 4. And I was like, well, does The Sims 4 still is equivalent to a hardcore gamer? Because honestly, you can just take your Sims and let them live freely and live their lives. I can go in my kitchen and clean up my kitchen while my Sims is playing their own life and partying and talking or playing the guitar, going to the club or going outside, depending on if they live in San Manchuno or Hinford or Bagley or whatever, you know, for the Simmers out there, it determines how they'll play the game. If a neighbor might come over or they get invited somewhere, I could click yes or no. So is this being someone who plays The Sims 4, any type of Sims, are you classified as a hardcore gamer? You can build things in The Sims. You can have a business in The Sims. You can have a trap house in The Sims. You know what I'm saying? So there's always some kind of purpose of playing Sims, or you can have a goal that you're trying to reach. You're trying to get married to somebody. You're trying to have a child or whatever, right? And I notice it's different than people who play MMO games, you know, card games, you know, people who can actually get money for gaming and, you know, all of these things. And then the conversation, because the conversation first started from understanding the personalities of people who are online and what is really going on, and how you have people who are gamers, they always end up in these very tough situations where they're like some child pornography type of situation. They're talking to someone younger than them. There's extremely abusive. You have gamers where people was like, hey, I was around this person and their hygiene is not good. You see what I'm saying? There's always something with gamers that's always off. That's the word, off. And then we got into further discussions about the Zealot divestors and these type of things, and their agenda, this very Hitler, this Black Hitler agenda that they have going on. And then it also branched into people who do celebrity reports all day and how those people are very jealous and all of these different things. Because one thing that never left me was what was in the book that I read by Neil Brighton, How to Disappear and Transform Your Life. And it just never left me that he said in this book, oh shit, what am I doing? In this book that, you are up for scrutiny when you are online. And you think that you're sitting here. I'm gonna read what he said right here. I wish I can fucking share this screen. Let me see, so you guys can see on your own. Image file, video file, slides and PDF. Let me see. From my computer. Upload a file. Where did I put this book? I want to say I put it in my untitled folder. One second. Because he mentions this inside the book. Here it is. Got it. About the importance of understanding what scrutiny and jealousy and stuff that it brings when you are. Okay, so how do I utilize this? Hold on. Hey, that's the picture, but how do I actually present it? That's the thing. This book right here. Can you see what I'm doing? So how am I supposed to present this? Okay. All right. And so from this book, he does mention, I don't know why you guys can't see it. I got to figure that out. The scrutiny, the jealousy that it creates, even when you think that you're doing something that is positive, right? This book will guide you through the art of disappearing, offering practical steps on how to detach from public exposure while still functioning in your daily life. It will teach you how to build a strong internal foundation, manage your emotions in isolation, and embrace the challenges that come with working in secrecy. And see, this is something with me because, like, I share with my friend, I was like, hey, I had bought things for my home, and that was private. That's like behind the scenes. Like, I know, did I share with you guys? I think I did share with you guys that I did share that I did buy some things for my home and stuff like that, but I didn't get into the details of what I got for my home, right? But still, that was being transparent, but at the same time, even stuff like that should be in secrecy. You'll discover that when you choose to keep your plans and progress private, you protect yourself from external sabotage and allow for deeper, more meaningful change. The results: you will emerge stronger, more focused, and less concerned with the opinions of others. Throughout these pages, we will explore the psychological benefits of operating in secrecy, including how it fosters resilience, self-resilience, and mental fortitude. By reprogramming your mind to prioritize your own opinions over others, you will learn to live a life guarded by your own values, the definition of success. Whether your goals are related to personal fitness, financial stability, or emotional growth, the strategies in this book will help you achieve them without the noise and distraction of eternal pressures. Ultimately, this book isn't just about disappearing from public view. It's about transforming yourself into a version that doesn't need external validation. And when you choose to reappear, if you choose to do so, you'll be a different person entirely. You'll have become someone who values their own judgment above all else and who has developed the mental strength to continue evolving even in the face of challenges. Listen to that part. You'll have become someone who values their own judgment above all else and who has developed the mental strength to continue evolving even in the face of challenges. The power of disappearing. Here it is. Chapter 1. In our society, visibility is often equated with success. So basically, you think, you come out here, you put yourself out there, you show your success story. That's what success is, or just visibility. Some people be like, my life in the projects. Some people be like, how I survive off of fucking $50 of groceries a month, stuff like that. The more people know about you, your accomplishments and your plans, the more successful you appear. However, this mentality can lead to a dangerous cycle of external validation. When we constantly seek approval from others, we begin to shape our lives around their expectations rather than our own goals. This is why a lot of people who have certain channels, because they're trying to please their audience and give the audience what they need, this is why they can deteriorate, they can break down, and things fall apart for them. This is where the power of disappearing comes into play. Disappearing doesn't mean completely isolating yourself and running away from life's responsibilities. Instead, meaning you don't have to go rogue and sell everything and go live in a van, you know what I'm saying? Or just go live in another country. That's what he's saying. Instead, it's about consciously choosing to step back from the public eye to focus on your personal growth. By doing this, you reduce external interference and give yourself the freedom to pursue your goals without worrying about others' opinions. The first and perhaps most significant benefit of disappearing is the reduction of external distraction. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in what others are doing and saying. Social media platforms constantly bombard us with updates on other people's lives, and it can be difficult not to compare ourselves to them. When you disappear, you cut off this constant stream of comparison, allowing yourself to focus solely on your own journey. So basically, going completely, reading from this book on the screen, going completely off the map, out of sight, out of mind, you are able to focus on yourself, because that's actually what I wanted this show topic to be, is focusing on yourself. Okay. But you see what other topics came up. Another major advantage of disappearing is the ability to work privately on your transformation. When you're constantly sharing your plans and progress with others, you open yourself to criticism and negativity. People may question your goals, doubt your abilities, or even sabotage your efforts. By keeping your transformation private, you protect yourself from this interference. You are free to experiment, make mistakes, and grow without fear of judgment. Additionally, disappearing allows you to build a stronger sense of self. When you stop relying on external validation, you begin to develop your own internal standards of success, your internal standards. You learn to trust your own judgment and make decisions based on what's best for you rather than what will please others. The shift in mindset is crucial for personal transformation. It allows you to stay focused on your goals even when the going gets tough, and to push through obstacles without the need for external encouragement. One of the most powerful aspects of disappearing is the element of surprise. When you finally reemerge after your transformation, you'll be a different person physically, mentally, or emotionally. Those who once doubted you will be shocked by your progress, but by that point, their options will no longer matter to you. Their opinions will no longer matter to you, You will have developed a level of self-confidence and inner strength that allows you to prioritize your own opinions above all others. In conclusion, disappearing is a strategic choice for those who want to focus on personal transformations without the distraction and interference of external influence. It allows you to work privately, protect yourself from negativity, and build a stronger sense of self. When you choose to reappear, if you choose to do so, you will do it in your own terms, with the confidence and strength that comes from knowing you achieve your goals without the need for validation from others. See how many times he brought up the need for validation from others. How to disappear the right way, chapter 2. Disappearing isn't just about stepping out of your spotlight. It's about doing so in a way that maximizes your ability to transform. There are right and wrong ways to disappear, and understanding the difference is key to ensuring your efforts are successful. The first step in disappearing the right way is to control your speech. The first step in disappearing the right way is to control your speech. This means stopping the habit of openly discussing life with others. Too often, we feel compelled to share our plans, dreams, and even our struggles with friends, family, and acquaintances. That's true. That's true. I'm not a person that shares my struggles. That is a very, very private conversation I have with my partner. I don't have it with nobody else. Also, I will get something done before I share it. Like, I will get through it and be like, yeah, hell nah, because I ain't getting fucking evicted, or I ain't losing that, or I'm gonna make sure. You understand what I'm saying? However, but at the same time, it's still saying, because if you read the book, The Power of Focus, it tells you that you actually should not share anything. You should not share anything that's private. Like, it should be sitting right there internally inside of you, and you make your moves in silence. And that's a universal law. However, this openness can backfire, and we see this all the time. People may offer unsolicited advice, criticize your choices, or even attempt to sabotage your efforts. By learning to keep your thoughts to yourself, you maintain control over your own narrative. Maintaining mystery is another crucial component of disappearing. When you stop sharing personal information, you become more enigmatic. Damn, I couldn't say that. This not only protects you from external interference, but also frees up mental energy that would otherwise be spent worrying about how others perceive you. Instead of seeking validation, you focus on self-improvement. Instead of seeking validation, you focus on self-improvement. You don't have to hit the gym. If you want to invest into your own equipment in the corner of your house, I'm saying this now, you can do that. Okay? You can start there, because it may be the very thing that you need to sit at your own home in silence and work out and have a workout routine for yourself. I mean, the beauty of it is, hey, you can work out at home and go get you a shower. Whatever you want to do, you can invest, get in the boxing, something to box on, boxing gloves. You see what I'm saying? You can, you can have these things that are important to you that you do in privacy. You know, I mean, I'm not saying you can't be private if you like go to a public library and you put yourself in the corner and you read a book or you do whatever it is that you do. I'm not saying that, but see, the focus on self-improvement means you just, everything that involves yourself, you'll even put yourself in a space where it's just you and you alone doing it. So you won't have the distractions, especially if you know you're a beautiful person. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some people just can't help themselves but to talk to people. And if you don't want to deal with that. All right, continuing reading. One of the most important principles in disappearing is to hide your plans. See, I just said that. Write that down. Hide your plans. When you broadcast your goals to others, you invite their opinions and their doubts. Okay, I'm guilty of this. I said, hey, I might take the Black Woman Guide and turn it into a book. You know, I'm not an AI person, but AI has a lot of systems. There's been a lot of systems even before AI has been known. AI has been here that helps you, especially for writers, you know, that helps you outline the story, helps you put the characters in. They don't do all the work for you. You're still typing and stuff. But these systems can help you make it easier for those of us that's writers that use we're still going to use our notebooks, and we're still going to use a goddamn, what's the name? The cue cards. Because we writers, something about us, we love cue cards. If you want to succeed in your transformation, it's essential to keep your plans confidential. Share your ambitions only with those who are directly involved in helping you achieve them. And even then, only provide the necessary details. I can share with the person I share with because we have really good conversations, and the person supports what I do and I support who they are as well. You see what I'm saying? It has to be very good intentions. You shouldn't have no doubt. You shouldn't have no intuition in the back of your head with the person and no trust like that. You should know for sure that this person is good for you. But when you're in a space where you don't know anymore, you just have to keep to yourself. The more you keep to yourself, the less likely it is that someone will undermine your efforts. And another thing is by not even showing your face. Disappearing the right way also involves hiding your progress. While it may be tempting to show off the changes you're making, I really even feel that this is for people who's going through a weight lift, like a weight losing, losing weight, gaining weight, because I think that the progress is going to take years to make, like to really build the muscle you want to build or lose the weight you want to build. What if it takes about 2 years for you to get there? Who online has the patience to really watch that? So what's going to happen? You're going to start doing some cheat code shit to get it to that, and it could be detrimental to your health. You see, whether it's in your physical appearance, financial situation, I just said it right. Whether it's in your physical appearance, financial situation, or skill set, doing so can lead to distractions, because people do that, and then what happened? They end up going live talking to people. What happens? They end up going live and they cursing people out. They end up going live and it's a guy that boxes, right? I see him live all the time, and he has a nice form. I like to watch him box. But when he go live, it just always turns into him busting and yelling and fussing back and forth with the people on the live. That's a distraction, because I think, if you're here to box, then that's what you need to do. Others may praise you or criticize you, and either reaction can derail your focus. Instead, keep your progress private until you finally achieve your goal. That means pop up on them when you got the muscles. You understand what I'm saying? Pop up on them when you lost the weight, so that when they can see it for themselves, like, damn, this person lost a lot of weight. Wow, they look good. It's like, that's what he's saying, because you've achieved that goal on your own. You need all these other people to do it. Finally, it's essential to hide your emotion in failures. This is key, y'all. Transformation is not easy. You will inevitably face setbacks. However, it's important to manage these challenges privately. By dealing with your struggle on your own, you build resilience and develop the emotional strength needed to continue your journey. Sharing your pain with others can lead to pity or doubt, both of which can weaken your resolve. Very true. Very true. In summary, disappearing the right way is about learning to control your speech. Learning to control your speech, so you won't run your mouth, so you won't be pushed to share. Maintain mystery and protect your plan, progress, and emotions from external influence. By doing so, you give yourself the best possible chance of achieving meaningful transformation. Is this chapter 4? Yeah. Cutting external ties and creating internal focus. So let's go ahead with this. I was so ready for this chapter. The first step in cutting external ties is to distance yourself from people who don't support your journey. This one is tricky. This one is tricky. Sometimes you think somebody is supportive, but they really not supportive. So you got to be very careful with this part. It's important to recognize that not everyone around you will understand or encourage your desire to transform. Some may question your motives, while others may try to keep you in your current state for their own reason. Whether out of jealousy, fear of change, or simply ignorance, these individuals, whether they are friends, colleagues, or even family members, can become roadblocks in your path to personal reinvention. Start by identifying the relationship that drain your energy or pull you away from your goals. These could be people who constantly ask for your time without offering support in return, or those who criticize your ambitions instead of encouraging your growth. It may not be easy to distance yourself from these relationships, especially if you are long-standing or close. However, I don't know who that is. I lost my. These could be people who constantly ask for your time without offering support in return, and those who criticize your ambitions instead of encouraging you to grow. It may not be easy to distance yourself from these relationships, especially if they are long-standing or close. However, learning to say no to people who don't align with your goals is an essential part of transformation. Listen, learning to say no to people who don't align with your goals is an essential part of your transformation. It's equally important to avoid unnecessary social engagement that don't contribute to your personal development. Social obligations, while enjoyable, can often become distractions that keep you from focusing on your transformation. Every hour spent attending events that don't align with your new goals is an hour taken away from your self-improvement. Every hour spent attending events that don't align with your new goals is an hour taken away from your self-improvement. I'll explain for those who may need. Okay. This is saying, like, let's say you are getting into bodybuilding. Okay, let's just throw that out there. Okay. So what's going to align with bodybuilding? You're going to have to hit the gym or buy the equipment or get the supplements, eat the proper foods, make sure whatever foods you take also deals with your health while you're bodybuilding. You're going to have to put yourself in a space, meaning you can go to social media and put yourself in a space with other bodybuilders. Watch bodybuilding, like, championships and stuff like that. So let's get into an event, right? So you're learning about bodybuilding, and you're learning, maybe you're even going to read books and studying it, and the science of it, and the science of building bodies and how people lift these things and all this stuff, right? So you're learning this stuff. A friend says to you, hey, I want to go to this event. It's about, something empowerment, that, and the third. And your empowerment and your goals and your ambition is to be a bodybuilder. That type of event is really kind of not aligned with your self-improvement, because you need to be going to spaces where there are bodybuilders. You need to be going to events with other bodybuilders where they are lifting stuff, or going somewhere and talking about their journey, or sharing how to do it. Or, you see what I'm saying? It has to align with what it is that you're doing with your life. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. If you go into the club, if you're building self-improvement, what is the purpose of going to this club? You want it, like, it. That's what this is saying. Like, to build absolute transformation, everything has to be aligned with that transformation. Prioritize your time by carefully choosing which social interactions are worthy of your energy and which ones can be cut out. This is me reading for the first time this book to y'all. It's like it's lining up everything that I'm saying. Prioritize your time by carefully choosing which social interactions are worth your energy and which ones can be cut out. Now, for those of you that are in a relationship, because I'm sure he's going to get into that part too, you have to wean out what is important to get into with your partner and what you need to detach from. You can care, like, your partner's going through something with a friend or whatever, and you may listen, and if you want to, you may say some insight of what you think about the situation. If your partner wants you to speak, I'm sure you will, right? But you can't find yourself getting involved or engulfed with the situation. I was talking to a friend last night, and I had expressed my thoughts, and I was just like, bro, I was telling her, because my friend's younger than me, and I was like, look, 40 is that year. You know what I'm saying? 40, I'm starting to realize what being 40 years old is really about. And 40 years old is not a motherfucking game. You guys to, whatever you thought you were, whatever you thought you were building, whatever you started in that Saturn return that's 28 to 30 years old, some people 27 to 31, whatever you did, whatever you thought, 40 will show you, is this truly who you are? Have you really got over these emotions? Have you really grown up, as you said? Like, 40 is not that time. I've seen, there are people who have said at 40 years old, I became homeless. At 40 years old, like, what I'm saying? My health, I lost, I had kidney failure. Like 40 is not a game. Okay. And I can get into numerically what the four is about, but I'm not doing all that. Let's go. In addition to cutting ties with people in social engagements, you need to distance yourself from the digital distractions that consume much of our daily lives. Okay. And yeah, social media, news outlets, and entertainment platforms can be significant obstacles to personal growth. Every time you log into social media, you expose yourself to a flood of information, much of which can lead to unproductive comparison, self-doubt, or frustration. By cutting back on digital distractions, you allow yourself to focus inwardly, building a strong foundation for your transformation. I do not bring my phone on the floor at work whatsoever, not to look at the time, not to be pulled to look at a text message. I do not bring that phone at work. I don't bring it on the floor. My phone literally sits turned around on top of my book that I write in every day at work. Even when I am at work, if I look at that phone, it's to look up something, but most of the time I still do not even be on my phone like that. I might be texting or something, but other than that, I don't be on my phone. Now it's important to recognize that cutting ties, distracting yourself from distractions doesn't mean complete isolation. Instead, it's about creating internal focus. Key word is internal focus. This internal focus becomes your anchor as you embark on your transformation journey. With fewer distractions and external influences, you can fully dedicate your mental, emotional, and physical energy to your personal growth. Instead of seeking validation or guidance from the outside world, you turn inward to develop your own path. So this also entails, when I told you, if your judgment is of certain kind of people, certain kind of looking people, certain kind of lifestyles of people, and that's not what you want to deal with, it doesn't matter if it entails somebody of this complexion. I just don't trust people who look like this body type, this complexion, and this kind of hairstyle, this kind of walk. If you have all these internal things that you just don't deal with, or that's a part of your standards, you keep that standard. You don't feel no type of way about it because that's a part of your internal focus. And that could be your intuition protecting you from energetically. There's something about people who look like this, or certain about people who talk like this, or people who act like this, that you stay away. To create internal focus, start by developing a daily routine that revolves around your goals. Begin each day with activities that set the tone for self-improvement. Whether it's meditation, exercise, or journaling, these practices help center your thoughts and maintain focus on what's important. Organize your day around your priorities. Ensure that your time and energy are used purposefully rather than being scattered across various distractions. Visualization is another powerful tool for maintaining internal focus. By clearly defining your goals and visualizing the end result, you create a mental image that guides your action using your imagination, right? Picture yourself as the transformed individual you want to become. What does your life look like after your transformation? How do you feel, act, and think differently? Visualization helps solidify your commitment to your journey. Keeping you motivated when external distractions tempt you to stay. Another key aspect of internal focus is self-discipline. Cutting ties and distancing yourself from distraction means you'll need to cultivate the discipline to stay the course, even when it's challenging. So cutting ties and distancing yourself from distraction means you need to cultivate the discipline to stay the course, even when it's challenging. So this means that, let's say every morning you wake up and the first thing you do is look at your phone and look at the news or look at a text message, right? Now, it's okay. Let's say you have a partner and you say good morning to each other. That's fine, right? But let's just say you want to get away from that. You're going to have to start taking the phone and moving the phone to a certain part of the house. So when the alarm goes off, or so when, you start your day, you can just get up and start your day, do what you need to do, and you do not touch that phone. That is something very simple for some people. You get what I'm saying? Or set a certain ringtone to let you know that this ringtone is of somebody that's important in my phone, or this ringtone is something that I need to make priority to look at. You see what I'm saying? Little things like that. Self-discipline. I'm not really a breakfast person. Like, I'm a big breakfast person. I'm not going to hold you. I'm such a New Yorker. I can have a bagel, a butter bagel, everything butter bagel, and a nice coffee or lemonade, and that's my day. You see what I'm saying? I can start that as my breakfast. But I am a brunch woman. I love me some goddamn brunch. Brunch is the shit, okay? All day, every day, okay? Self-discipline requires a strong mindset that prioritizes long-term rewards over short-term gratification. All right? I heard that? Long-term rewards over short-term gratification. It involves making difficult decisions like skipping social events, waking up earlier to focus on your goals, or pushing through discomfort to achieve your desired outcome. Pushing through discomfort to achieve your desired outcome. For those of you who want to wake up in the morning, but you have to still be realistic. But I still say, if you really want to achieve it, you can. It don't matter if you work second shift and you say, hey, I still want to start my day at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. That can be accomplished, right? And it's just what you are pushing for, you know? One of the most significant benefits of internal focus is that it helps you become more self-reliant. By cutting external ties, relying on your internal drive, you learn to trust yourself. You no longer need external approval or validation to move forward. Instead, you build confidence in the ability to navigate challenges independently. This self-reliance is an invaluable asset in any transformation journey because it allows you to stay resilient even when external circumstances become difficult. In conclusion, cutting external ties and creating internal focus is an essential step in disappearing and transforming yourself. It requires you to distance yourself from unsupportive relationships, eliminate distraction, and prioritize your own growth. Through self-discipline, visualization, and a strong daily routine, you can cultivate an internal focus that propels you to success. This chapter lays the groundwork for deeper transformation by helping you reduce external noise and focus solely on your personal goals. Now, before we get to the next chapter, because I think that will be the art of secrecy. Oh, I can't wait to get to this. Okay, real quick, from the last chapter we just read. The last chapter title was, let's see, cutting external ties and creating internal focus. Why is that fucking key? So key. Have you ever experienced in life where you see somebody who they really need to focus on themselves? They got all these friends, they got all these sexual partners and relationships and people they're dealing with. They're dating online or crazy. It's like they keep having everything outside themselves going on. And then you get into them and their home is not properly clean. Their kitchen is not clean. You get what I'm saying? The things are a little dusty in their house. You know what I'm saying? Or you notice that they have money troubles every time you turn around. The reason why that person is dealing with all of this is because they're not doing the internal work. They're not sitting down with themselves, just sitting down with themselves to sit down and hear and listen to what it is and the next steps that they need to do with their lives. And then you constantly see these people's lives being in shambles. Or if this has been your own personal experience, because what happens, you begin to what? You begin to clean house for real, meaning the symbolism of cleaning house is that you begin to realize, I got to get rid of everybody. I got to get the fuck away from everybody in order to get to the place of internally tapping into myself to find the answers why my life is not happening the way that it is. And you know what's going to happen, and what you're going to find is these energetic people that you keep having around you could be the very cause of why you don't have it. I remember somebody I know, They told me about how they was getting a job. Now, anybody you tell me that you're getting a job, you're gonna get it because I'm just a big cheerleader for people's success. That's just the kind of energy that I carry. Okay. And I knew from all the drama that was going on with their friend, and I knew from, and I still was being positive, even though I felt it. I knew all that drama they was going through with that friend and all the drama that they were pulled into by this person in their life. They was not going to get this job. They were not. And they knew they didn't get the job from the moment they went and got to the interview of the job. And I could tell it really bummed them out. Right? Listen. There are people that they don't realize that you know their success and their blessings, as they call it, being blocked. It's because they got this kind of fucking person's energetic deficiency. The fucking what's the word? I can't even find the word. Deficiencies. That's fucking them up. All right. The art of secrecy. Listen to this part, y'all. How to hide your plans in progress. Secrecy is an often underestimated tool and process of transformation. You know, everybody online, get on my panel. Get on my panel and discuss it. Let me see what you look like. Why you never show your face? Where's your picture? People always want to show what they look like, right? In a world where people are encouraged to share every detail of their lives, keeping your plans of progress hidden can be a game-changing strategy. Not game-changing. The more you reveal, the more vulnerable you become to external influences, criticism, and even sabotage. That's true. In contrast, secrecy allows you to operate freely without the fear of judgment or interference. This chapter delves into the importance of secrecy and how you can master it to maximize your transformation. The first rule of secrecy is simple. Stop sharing your plans with others. The first one. Stop sharing your plans with others. I need to apply that to myself. Because I tend to share things with y'all. Even if it's like little, like I might turn this into a book. That's a plan. And I need to not share it that way. You get what I'm saying? Many of us feel the urge to tell people about our goals, whether to seek advice, encouragement, or validation. However, every time you reveal your plans to others, you risk inviting doubt and negativity into your life. That's very true. You don't even know how much people can be haters and negative, afraid, all this stuff. Even well-meaning friends and family members can unknowingly plant seeds of uncertainty, making you second-guess your decision. The best way to avoid this is to keep your plans to yourself. You hear that? When it comes to sharing your ambitions, adopt a mindset of selective silence. Selective silence. Only discuss your goals with those who are absolutely necessary for your success, and even then share only the minimum amount of information required. For instance, if you're working with a mentor or a coach, limit your decision to specific areas where you need guidance. Avoid revealing your entire plan to anyone, as this maximizes the risk of unintended interference. He's talking about energy. Energy. You don't know people's. Let me tell you something. I do not talk about how hard-driven and ambitious my oldest child is. I don't talk about it. Because you know why? Other people's daughters are not doing that. They're dating. You get what I'm saying? And whatever else. And they're smoking weed with their moms. They're smoking weed. And this is what's going on. And so when you're sharing that your life is different and you don't experience this, people can still feel some type of way. Another essential component of secrecy is hiding your progress. Many people fall into the trap of showcasing their progress too early, whether it's sharing a workout routine, posting about financial gains, or flaunting new skills. Revealing your progress can open the door to distractions. I don't have to go into no detail on that. The more people know about your progress, the more likely they are to offer opinions, positive or negative. Even praise can be detrimental if it leads to complacency or shifts your focus away from your ultimate goals. Going live. To maintain secrecy, keep your progress private. Resist the urge to post updates on social media or share milestones with those around you. Instead, document your progress for yourself. Keep a journal, take photos, or track your growth privately in a way that keeps you accountable without broadcasting it to the world. By doing so, you maintain control over your transformation and avoid the distractions that come with external feedback. Secrecy also involves managing your emotional response. When you're undergoing a significant transformation, you inevitably face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. It's natural to want to share these emotions with others, but doing so weakens your resolve. By keeping your emotional struggles to yourself, you build resilience. Handle your setbacks privately and use them as opportunity to strengthen your character. This self-reliance not only protects you from the negative opinions of others, but also fosters a deeper sense of personal empowerment. An important part of mastering the art of secrecy is learning to disguise your actions. For example, if you're working on a physical transformation, you don't need to announce that you're going to the gym every day. Simply incorporate these activities into your routine without drawing attention to them. Similarly, if you're focused on financial growth, avoid discussing your investment, saving, or strategies with others. The less people know about what you're doing, the less likely they are to interfere or try to influence your path. In some cases, secrecy can also involve creating deliberate distractions for others. In some cases, secrecy also involves creating, written in all caps, deliberate distraction from others. If you find that people are too curious about your actions, consider offering them something less significant to focus on. For instance, you could mention that you're reading a new book or simply learning a simple hobby, something that keeps their attention away from your real transformation goals. The tactics allow you to maintain control over your true ambitions while keeping others satisfied with surface level information. So one time I went to post on YouTube, and I was about to really be like, sorry guys, it's not going to be a show tonight. And I was like, I don't think I need to do that, because I done did enough shows that if anybody want to catch the recent shows, they can just go to the recent shows, right? So I don't really need to be on some sorry guys type stuff. Feel me? Yeah. And stuff like that. Finally, it's essential to embrace hold on, did I forget the tactics like to maintain control over your okay. This tactic allows you to maintain control over your true ambitions while keeping others satisfied with surface level information. Finally, it's essential to embrace the idea that secrecy is a long-term strategy. While it may be tempting to reveal your transformation once you've made significant progress, the longer you maintain secrecy, the more powerful your transformation will be. The item I got for my home, I was literally going to share it with somebody about it, somebody else. And something in me was like, don't do it. Don't know why. Something in like, well, it was like, don't do it. Don't share that. See what I'm saying? And I didn't. Will you eventually choose to reappear? You will do so as a fully transformed individual. One who has achieved their goals without the need for external validation. This element of surprise not only boosts your confidence, but also leaves a lasting impression on those who once doubted your abilities. How beautiful is that? In conclusion, mastering the art of secrecy is a critical step in your transformation journey. By keeping your plans and progress hidden, you protect yourself from external influences and maintain control over your growth. Through selective silence, emotional resilience, and deliberate discretion, you can achieve your goals without interference. Ultimately, secrecy is about safeguarding your transformation progress, ensuring that when you do choose to reveal your new self, you do so on your own terms. Reprogramming your mind. Let's continue. Reprogramming your mind for disappearance and transformation. So this part I think is crucial, because now you have to develop a mentality and transformation with this thing of you're making all of these changes silently, and you know that anybody who comes around and see the changes that you make, they're going to realize that they're going to, let's just listen to what he's saying. Reprogramming your mind for disappearance and transformation. The journey to truly disappearing and transforming yourself begin with a critical component: reprogramming your mind. The way you think directly impacts your actions, habits, and ultimately the results of your transformation. The way you think impacts your actions, habits, and ultimately the results of your transformation. Without reshaping your mindset, your efforts toward change will be hindered by old patterns of thinking that keep you tied to your former self. This chapter explores the essential mental shifts required to achieve a successful transformation and offers a practical technique for developing the mindset needed for lasting change. The power of mindset and transformation. Your mind is both your greatest asset and your biggest obstacle in the process of disappearing and reinventing yourself. To truly transform, you must break free from limiting beliefs that hold you back. These are the mental barriers you've built over time, beliefs about who you are, what you're capable of, and what's possible for your life. Limiting beliefs often arise from past experiences, societal expectations, or the opinions of others. Left unchecked, they can undermine your efforts to change by causing you to doubt yourself or revert to old habits. For example, if you've always believed that you are not good at managing money, you might unconsciously sabotage your finance goals by overspending or avoiding investment opportunities. Or if you've always been labeled as shy or introverted, you may hesitate to take steps toward improving your social skills, thinking that personal growth in this area is beyond your reach. These limits and beliefs are deeply ingrained in your mind. Until they are challenged and replaced with empowering beliefs, they will continue to hinder your progress. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. The first step in reprogramming your mind is to identify the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Take time to reflect on the patterns in your life that you want to change. Where do you feel stuck? What areas of your life do you want to improve? Write that down. Take time to reflect on the patterns in your life that you want to change. Where do you feel stuck? What areas of life do you want to improve, but feel powerless to do so? Once you've identified these limiting beliefs, it's time to challenge them. Start by asking yourself if these beliefs are rooted in reality or if they're simply stories you told yourself over time. For instance, if you believe you're not capable of achieving financial success, examine where this belief comes from. Did it stem from a past failure or the influence of someone else's opinion? Challenge this belief by seeking evidence to the contrary. Look at examples of others who have overcome financial struggles. And remind yourself that success is possible with the right mindset and strategy. By questioning and reframing these limited beliefs, you begin to break free from their influence. Look at examples of others who overcome financial struggles. That means get a book. Get a book. Don't go on YouTube and listen to nobody's story. Fuck them. Go get a book. The Psychology of Money, The Simple Path to Wealth. I have these books. They tell their stories in there. Go read a book on financial stability and financial literacy. Look at examples of others who have overcome financial struggles and remind yourself that success is possible with the right mindset and strategy. By questioning and reframing these limiting beliefs, you begin to break free from their influence. Also, the books you read, you can go spend time with them. Go listen to the podcast that they're on, i.e. Robert Greene. Grab him up as much as you can because Robert is ready to check out. He keeps talking about death. He's ready to check out. Ryan Holiday, the Stoic guy, his mentor is Robert Greene. Okay, so that's a choice as well. Ryan Holiday. I do listen to him too. He has his own bookstore and everything. And I just say for this part, read a book. And also, hey, if you are having a goal such as body transformation goal, it'll be cool to go online and find somebody from their story from the beginning all the way to where they are now to see how they did it, right? Visualization and affirmations. Let's go. One of the most powerful tools for reprogramming your mind is visualization. This involves picturing the success outcome of your transformation. You have to use your imagination. You have to see yourself meet that goal. That is the point of the vision board. You have to look and say, this is the financial stability that I seek in my future. This is the financial wisdom that I seek in my future. This is the body goal that I have, that I seek. And I visualize me with my face, with this body, and I visualize this. You have to do that, but it takes action. Action. When you realize your desired future in vivid detail, your mind begins to accept it in reality. Your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between imagination and actual experience. So the more you practice visualization, the more your mind aligns with the belief that your goals are attainable. You believe in yourself. You use your imagination. You make it happen. To start, set aside each day, to start. Set aside time each day to visualize your transformation. Imagine every aspect of your new life, how you look, feel, and behave after you've disappeared and reemerged as a transformed self. Picture yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the sex you desire. The more detailed your visualization, the stronger the impact on your subconscious mind. Over time, this practice helps to shift your mindset, making your transformation feel not only possible, but inevitable. You see? So you have to line your life as if you already are. You already are financially stable. Therefore, you will continue to take on financially stable habits. You already are a great sewer or a good seamstress. So you begin to take on life that aligns with being a seamstress and being around it, studying the history of it, being around other great seamstresses of all times, the art of it and everything. Everything has a history in art and universal laws. There's laws inside of everything that you want to do, and it's so fucking beautiful. There's 48 laws to holding money. I'm sure there's laws to being a seamstress. I'm sure there's laws to being a fashion designer. Believe me when I tell you. And so you go ahead and you live your day-to-day life following these things. All right. What is rambling? Oh, that's that bag. Another effective technique is to use, hold on, y'all, I got to switch to the microphone. I'm going to have to probably turn the air on in here. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. All right. Mic check. I'm probably about to go on mute in a minute. They usually put me on mute on the microphone. All right, let me turn this air on. It's hot, bro. Oh. I left some energy up in here, bro. 1 second. Let me open my back door. Yeah, man. All righty then. I'm back, y'all. Am I muted yet? Okay, good. All right. Let's get back into this. Mic check. Okay, it didn't do that. Let me make sure the microphone is still connected. Actually, it's not even, because it's not plugged in. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and plug in the microphone. All right, there we go. It's coming out of the speaker. All right, mic check, mic check. All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and continue reading. I just want to make sure, just so you headphone users, you might have to turn down now because now I'm on the microphone. All right, let's go. Another effective technique is to use the positive affirmations. Affirmations are short, powerful statements that reinforce new beliefs to changes old limiting ones. For example, if you're working on to overcome self-doubt, you might repeat affirmations like, I am confident in my abilities. I'm capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. The key to successful affirmations is consistency. By repeating these statements daily, especially in moments of doubts, you gradually overwrite negative thought patterns and replace them with empowering beliefs. I had one, I had on the mirror that was like, I am something, something, something. I constantly, it was so good. Somebody had gave it to me. Damn, that one was so good. And I can't remember. It was on my window, my mirror, my bathroom mirror for a while. So now I have to develop a new affirmation from that one. So you could develop your own affirmations, honestly, but sometimes it's cool to kind of browse around and then develop one and put it on your mirror, because that's what you see on your face. You know, if you do makeup, you put your little eyeliner on and stuff like that. Yeah, embrace change and uncertainty. One of the most significant mind shifts required for transformation is embracing change and uncertainty. Many people struggle with the discomfort of stepping into the unknown, which can lead to fear and hesitation. However, transformation requires you to move beyond your comfort zone and accept that uncertainty is a natural part of growth. The process of disappearing and reinventing yourself involves leaving behind your old identity, which can be unsettling, but it's necessary to step toward creating a new reality. So if you ever felt, I'm a lightweight, I'm skinny, I ain't gonna make it to be no boxer. You know, I'm 35 years old, I'm old, you know, who the fuck gonna take me serious? No. You have to believe in yourself and say, nah, I'm gonna gain this weight, I'm gonna practice boxing, I'm gonna study the artistry of it, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put myself, if once I get myself to a certain level of body or strength, I'm gonna go get me a trainer. Maybe even do it while you're skinny and build your strength then. And don't let nobody try to, you know, that's the whole internal validation of, I'm gonna just get up and go to a boxing ring. All these people is mad, brolic, and big, and I guess classified as small and skinny, but I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna box. It's stuff like that. You have to get away from limits and beliefs. You have the power to transform whatever you want to transform in your life. People have the power to change their noses, to change their asses the way they want to look. No matter how ridiculous it look, but it look like the way they want their ass to look. People have the power to, like, come on. There's so much ways that people, I know those are the little things, but you see people who have never ballet dance, but they practice and they practice and they practice for a year or two, and they are so good at ballet dancing, or they are just good at what they do. That goes to show that the human has the power to transform at any part of their lives. To embrace change, begin by adopting a mindset of curiosity rather than fear. Develop a mindset of curiosity rather than fear. Instead of focus on what could go wrong, shift your attention to the possibilities that change offers. Every challenge you face during your transformation is an opportunity for growth. By viewing the obstacles as lessons rather than setbacks, you can maintain a positive outlook and stay committed to your journey. It also helps to develop a growth mindset, okay? A concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. With this mindset, you recognize that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone towards your improvement. Listen to that. With this, listen to this. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can develop through effort and learning. With this mindset, you recognize that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone towards improvement. By embracing challenges and learning from mistakes, you increase your capacity for growth and transformation. One more time. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. With this mindset, you recognize that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone toward improvement. By embracing challenges and learning from mistakes, you increase your capacity for growth and transformation. Let me go back. Ah, shit. Did I go too bad? Hold on, yeah. Possible, inevitable. Start, set a time for each day. Hold on, I kind of clicked something. Confident. Process transparent. Failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone towards improvement. So whatever it is that, you're not the best seamstress, but that makes you hone into your craft of becoming a good seamstress or becoming the best seamstress that you can be for yourself, right? You're not the best at writing, but you pick up the books, you study, you take the courses, and learn how to become a great writer. By embracing challenges and learning from mistakes, you increase your capacity for growth and transformation. You have to make the mistakes. You have to spend unnecessarily money on gym equipment before you realize what's important. That it's not important for me to get yoga pants. It's not important for me to get a whole yoga outfit to do yoga. I just need to get up and do yoga. And if I do put on this yoga outfit, there's a reason that this quality of pants or these tight yoga pants that I'm wearing and working out, there's a reason for why I'm wearing all of this. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the mistakes you have to make. You got to prick yourself a few times with that needle as you become a seamstress to realize that this is a part of the war scars that I'm going to take. I get up and pick up that electric guitar and learn the notes and learn from scratch how to play this guitar, but then be brave enough to just get up and start playing songs along with this guitar and playing along and learn from the best guitar players, or have a guitar player that is my muse for my guitar playing. This is what the challenge is. You can't sit there and just be like, oh, I suck at playing the electric guitar. No, you don't suck. You're going to continue to improve yourself. You're going to continue to improve yourself in your guitar playing. You have to change your wordage and how you talk. I'm going to improve the way that I seam clothes and I sew. I'm going to improve the way that I write. I'm going to improve the way that I do public speaking. I'm going to improve the way that I play this electric guitar. You get what I'm saying? You have to keep going at it. Developing mental resilience. Transformation is not a linear process. You will face setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt along the way. This is why developing mental resilience is crucial. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from the adversity and maintain focus on your goal, even in difficult times. It involves cultivating a mindset of, I can't say this word. Perseverance. There we go. Perseverance, determination, and emotional stability. Perseverance, determination, and emotional stability. That's key. To build mental resilience, practical emotional regulation. To build mental resilience, practice emotional regulation. This means learn how to manage your emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Guilty of this. Yesterday, I was getting a little frustrated with how people was packing out. That's not how you do it. Just quietly, just fix it. Do what you need to do. Get the job done. Work on it. That's what I learned that I needed to do in those moments. Just fix it. Don't. And if it gets too much, let the manager know what people are doing and get back to it. So emotional regulation. Instead of reacting impulsively to challenges or setbacks, take a step back and evaluate the situation objectively. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or how can I respond in a way that moves me closer to my goals? So let's say you're not good at hitting the note from 7 to 9 on the guitar, electric guitar, any guitar anyway. So you have to now practice. You have to hone in. Let me practice songs where I got to hit that 7 and that 9 note, that 7 and that 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, this, that, you see, and you got to keep going in that 1. And so now all the songs that you begin to play is all hitting that note, hitting that note, hitting that note, because it's important for you to do that. You get what I'm saying? How can I respond in a way that moves me closer to my goals? By developing emotional intelligence, you can navigate the ups and downs of your transformation journey with greater ease. Another key aspect of resilience is self-compassion. It's important to remember that transformation is a gradual process, and it's normal to make mistakes or experience setbacks along the way. Instead of being harsh on yourself when things don't go as planned, practice self-kindness. Self-kindness, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a friend. By doing so, you create a supportive internal environment that fosters growth and transformation. Oh, I'm going to get better at this. Oh, I got this. I'm good at this. I just got to keep practicing. I got to just keep practicing. Don't, I suck. No. Get back up. Get back to that sewing machine. How do I get better at this? Why is this type of knitting style so challenging? Let me go back to the drawing board. Let me go and see. Let me keep practicing. Let me keep going. Let me keep at this. Let me go see somebody who's doing this significant style of sewing and how they're very good at it. Let me see how they hold their hands. Let me see the products that they use. You see, never just, I suck. I can't do this. I don't know why I'm playing myself. No. You got this. You got to tell yourself, I got this. Okay. Let me keep, I'm on a soapbox. Shifting focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. Okay. A crucial part of reprogramming your mind is shifting your focus away from external validation and toward internal fulfillment. Many people seek approval from others to feel successful or worthy, but this reliance on external validation can be detrimental to transformation. When your self-worth is tied to the opinions of others, you become vulnerable to criticism, comparison, and self-doubt. When your self-worth is tied to the opinions of others, you become vulnerable to criticism, comparison, and self-doubt. Your self-worth is not tied to the opinions of others. Write that down. Say, my self-worth is not tied to the opinions of others. My self-worth is not tied to the opinions of others. By caring about the opinions of others, I become vulnerable to criticism, comparison, and self-doubt. Let's go. Write that down. My self-worth is not tied to the opinions of others. Because the opinions of others, by listening to the opinions of others, I become vulnerable to criticism, comparison, and self-doubt. True transformation comes from within, and it's essential to cultivate a sense of internal fulfillment that is independent of external feedback. To achieve this, develop an internal standard of success. Go back to that term again, internal standard of success. You want to lose weight? You want to gain weight? You want better health? You want to clean a home? You want to garden? You want to learn how to sew? You want a better car? These are your internal standards of success. You want better people around you. You want to be in a better environment. You want more high quality, high value events that you go to. That's your internal standards of success, but you have to do what it takes to get there. Instead of measuring your progress based on societal expectations or the opinions of others, define success on your own terms. What does fulfillment mean to you? What personal values and goals matter most? By aligning your actions with your own standards, you create a sense of purpose that is deeply rooted in your personal vision for transformation. You may be a minimalist. You say, you know what, I'm just comfortable with this couch, maybe another couch, maybe 2 couches, because I'm going to have guests here. So I'm going to put 2 in a nice little stand and a nice TV, and I'm good. And I have a little corner over here where I smoke and chill, and, you know, and I have this corner over here where I do my yoga, this corner over here where I will lift my weights, whatever. It's your standard. Because everything in that living room or in that space has a purpose for being there. Okay? So don't go and get a bigger couch because your mama coming over. And get a nice, expensive, whatever couch because your mama coming over. Or your dad's coming over, your cousin's coming over. Nah. My house is a minimalistic house. This is my standard. I got this 1 couch here, I got this 1 couch here, and I have a chair in the corner here. Either you accept that this is where I live, and this is it. You don't have to fucking try to go spend your fucking money to impress what? What does fulfillment mean to you? What personal values and goals matter most? By aligning your actions with your own standards, you create a sense of purpose that's deeply rooted in your personal vision for transformation. This shift from external to internal validation allows you to stay focused on your goals regardless of external opinions or setbacks. Okay. Disappearing in a world that never sleeps. Y'all ready? The digital disconnect. In today's society, much of our daily lives revolves around technology. Social media, email, and instant messaging keep us constantly connected, making it difficult to step away and focus inward. However, one of the most effective ways to disappear is by creating intentional distance from the digital world. This can be achieved through a digital detox or by setting strict boundaries around your use of technology. A digital detox involves taking an extended break from all forms of digital communication and social media. It allows you to regain control over your time and attention, which are often scattered across the numerous demands of technology. During a digital detox, you can focus on your personal transformation without the distractions or comparisons that come from constantly being online. While it may seem challenging at first, the benefits are profound. It gives you mental clarity, helps you reconnect with your own goals, and is not influenced by the outside world. Alternatively, if a full detox feels too extreme, you can set specific limits on your technology use. For example, designate certain times of the day when you check your email or social media and stick to those windows. You can also implement tools that track and limit your screen time, helping you become more mindful of your digital habits. By creating boundaries, you establish a healthy relationship with technology that prioritizes your personal transformation over endless digital consumption. Reducing your digital footprint. I was wondering about this part because, you know, I have been in the scene for years now, years. I have been on people's radio shows. I have been on people's panels. I have panels that I have been on in the past. You can find a lot of those divested shows. I'm up on them panels cutting up and shit like that. Girl. So let's see what he has to say about reducing your digital footprint. Another key element of disappearing in the digital age is reducing your online presence. Hold on. Do I have any comments? Because I don't know. Oh, hi, Alec McDowell. I was not in my comment section. I should have told you guys that. Okay. That's a new face. I've never seen Alec McDowell. Hello to you, if you're still around. Reducing your digital footprint. I'm going to start all over. Another key element of disappearing in the digital age is reducing your online presence. Most people today leave behind vast amounts of digital footprints, traces of their lives that are easily accessible to anyone with an internet connection. To disappear successfully, it's important to minimize these footprints. Start by conducting a thorough audit of your online presence. Google yourself to see what information is publicly available. Review your social media accounts, blog posts, forums, and anywhere else you may have shared personal details. Once you have a clear understanding of your digital blueprint, begin the process of scaling back your presence. This might include deactivating or deleting social media accounts, removing old posts and comments, and even requesting the removal of certain information from websites. If you still need to maintain a digital presence for professional reasons, consider creating an anonymous or minimal profile. Use pseudonyms, limit the amount of personal information you share, and avoid posting details about your personal life. By maintaining anonymity, you know what this means, anonymity online, you can still navigate the digital world without compromising your privacy or opening yourself up to unwanted attention. In addition to managing your digital presence, disappearing today requires an awareness of the growing prevalence of surveillance and technology. From smartphones to smart home devices, many of the gadgets we use are equipped with tracking features that monitor our movements and habits. These tools, while convenient, can make it more difficult to disappear completely. To counteract this, you can take steps to minimize your digital footprint and reduce the amount of information you share with technology companies. For instance, consider turning off location tracking on your smartphone and apps, disabling voice-activated devices like smart speakers, and using a VPN, virtual private network to match your online activity. These steps not only protect your privacy, but also gives you more control over your own information. When it comes to financial transactions, using cash instead of credit cards is another way to remain more discreet. Credit card purchases leave a clear trail of your spending habits, while cash transactions are anonymous. This practice can be easily helpful if you're trying to remove yourself from a particular community or situation without drawing attention. Okay. Cultivating the art of disappearance. I like that. I like that title. Cultivating the art of disappearance. Okay. Disappearing is not just about vanishing from the digital world. It's also about mastering the art of staying below the radar in your day-to-day life. This involves being intentional about how much of yourself you reveal to others, maintaining a low profile and avoiding unnecessary attention. In the age of social media, where people are encouraged to share every aspect of their lives, choosing to remain private can be seen as unusual. However, cultivating this skill is essential for successful transformation. Begin by reevaluating your social circles. Are there people in your life who all feed off gossip or pry into your personal affairs? It may be time to distance yourself from these individuals, focusing instead on relationships with those who respect your privacy. See, are there people in your life who feed off gossip or pry into your personal affairs? It may be time to distance yourself from these individuals, focus on relationships with those who respect your privacy. Now, with me, I have been around a long time. Okay, I have been around a very long time. And I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was young. I realized that I still have the brand of a Minty the writer, and that's not going to go anywhere. I still have my blog. I still have some videos. I still have a lot of things with myself that's out there. And it involves my style of writing and what I write about pretty much. The thing about it is I don't ever worry about it because I was not someone who ever just kept pictures of me up. I always eventually took down everything. And a lot of times, my Instagram was being copied so bad, I took a lot of the Instagram stuff down and put it in a book that I have in my closet now. I have all my stuff recorded and stuff like that where other people can't get to it. I even have some blogs that I erased as well that were really good as well, but that got kind of personal with writing and stuff like that. So yeah, when interacting with others, practice. So, any type of beef or anything, it was always behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, I always think about it. It was always behind the scene. When interacting with others, practice being vague or non-committal in conversations about your personal life. This doesn't mean lying, but rather secretly sharing details about yourself. You can steer conversations toward more general topics or ask questions about the other person, redirecting attention away from you. Over time, this habit will become second nature, allowing you to maintain control over what information you reveal and to whom. In your personal life, it may also be helpful to adopt a similar approach. While you don't want to jeopardize your career by appearing detached, There's no need to overshare personal details with colleagues. Be friendly but cautious and avoid getting drawn into office politics or gossip. By keeping a low profile at work, you can focus on your transformation without being just distracted by unnecessary drama. Okay, adopting a minimalist approach. Okay. But see, there's some people, I don't know what to tell them. Like people who have like really put themselves out there like that. You can find me speaking on panels, discussing certain topics. You can find me cutting up. You can find me on video with people talking and being interviewed. But you can find what was always my brand as a Minty the writer. It's not going to ever change. You won't find, that's the thing. I never got personal. I never got personal. As far as like the children, and I don't have stuff like that online. Like I don't have stuff like that. Let's see. Adapting a minimalist approach. 1 second. Y'all know I'm so tempted to buy some Starbucks right now. It's crazy. I want to buy Starbucks so bad. One of the most effective ways, if you're in a chat room, I am not in a chat room. So yeah, I'll let you know when I'm looking. So if you got a comment in the chat room, make the comment. After I read this, then I'll look and see if there's anybody making comment. I'll let you know. Adopting a minimalist approach. One of the most effective ways to disappear and focus on your transformation is to adopt a minimalistic lifestyle. Minimalism is not just about decluttering your home. It's a mindset that prioritizes simplicity, clarity, and purpose. By eliminating excess in your life, create space for what truly matters. Start by evaluating the physical clutter in your environment. Okay, these are the steps. Are there items you no longer need or that no longer serve a purpose in your life? Letting go of material possessions can be symbolic of your desire to let go of your old self and embrace transformation. Belongings, you can also reduce distractions and create a more peaceful, focused environment. Minimalism can also extend to your schedule and commitments. Take a close look at how you spend your time. Are there activities or obligations that no longer align with your goals? By simplifying your calendar, you free up your time for the pursuits that truly matter, such as your personal growth and transformation. A minimalist mindset encourages you to focus on quality over quantity, whether it's in a relationship, possessions, or experiences. Okay? So, it goes back to what I said. Everything has to have a purpose. If you have a certain type of couch in your living room, it has to have a purpose, right? We all know what the purpose of a couch is, but what is your purpose of that couch? Does that couch sit as a purpose for, maybe something for your guests that come over? Does that couch sit for a purpose for you to sit down and relax and smoke and chill for the day? I don't know, eat your fucking fruits and vegetables? Does that, does this, do you have a yoga mat? Do you have a workout area? Do you have a boxing area? Do you have a sewing area? Do you have an office space? All of these things have to have a purpose. When you study interior design, the one thing we are taught in interior design school is every room has a purpose. Every room has a theme. What is the theme of this back room that I'm doing the interior design for? What is the theme of this living room that I'm doing the interior design for? My living room is a creative space. My living room is a space of elevation, creating and doing things. My bedroom has no TV. There's no TV. There's no electronics. There's nothing in that bedroom. But what is in that bedroom is clothes. So my bedroom is for my clothes, my style, my fashion. You see, to sit down with no TV, no electronics, no nothing, no music, no nothing. The music and entertainment and all that stuff goes into my living room in the corner where the office space is at, in the corner where the exercise space is at, in the corner where the guest space is at. This is how the house is. This is how my space is separated in one living room. Okay, so that's my minimalist lifestyle. Living a quiet, focused life. Ultimately, disappearing in a world that never sleeps is about cultivating a quiet, focused life. Doesn't mean you need to retreat to a remote cabin in the woods, although for some that may be an idle choice. Rather, it's about removing unnecessary noise and distraction from your life so that you can focus on what truly matters. Rather, it's about removing unnecessary noise and distractions from your life so that you can focus on what truly matters. Living quietly involves setting clear boundaries for yourself and others. It means being selective about the people, activities, and information that you allow into your life. People, activities, and information that you allow into your life. Be selective. By doing so, you create a protective bubble around your transformation process, ensuring that nothing interferes with your progress. It's about learning to enjoy solitude and reflection, finding peace in the absence of constant stimulation. Transformation requires deep focus and commitment. By mastering the art of disappearing both digitally and in the physical world, you create the ideal conditions for lasting change. You remove external influence that may disrupt your journey and give yourself the mental space needed to grow and evolve. I want to tell you this. This chapter right here, this one section, this chapter is the digital, reducing your digital. This is a section. This is chapter 5, section 2. Reducing your digital footprint is key. Do you know how many people I've dated online and went back into their social media and I can see exes and relationships? Okay. And I can see how much time ago that they were in that relationship with that person. I see other friends and people they interact with and all of that. That's people's resume. When I disappear all the way. So whatever you got to see before will soon be gone. That's the kind of social media person that I am. You got posts that I did on YouTube. If them bitches is older than a year, if them bitches is older, if they're not 25 posts, those posts are gone. I didn't see no purpose of why those posts would still be here when it has nothing to do with the topic of what I'm doing. Do you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I've gotten rid of because it was like I've moved on to a new life and a new to something. And it's okay to be that way. But it just has to have a purpose. Choosing supportive relationships. During the process of disappearing and transforming, surrounding yourself with individuals who genuinely support your journey becomes essential. Keyword essential. These relationships can act as anchor, keeping you grounded and focused on your personal development. However, not every relationship will serve this purpose, and discerning who aligns with your goal is critical to staying on course. People who are gossipy, people who always dropping the tea, people who are manipulative and always got slick shit to say, stay away from an energy like that. Anybody who got a slick mouth can't be trusted. Slick mouth people can't trust. Slick mouth people can be low-key haters. People who are complaining about their situation and doing nothing about it. People who are out here fucking, but they cannot pay their rent. You stay away from people like this. I say this. You want my wisdom in this? Align with yourself. How do you align with yourself? I'm going to tell you how. I'm not talking about you being a sower and you go and join a group of other sowers. Nah. I'm going to tell you how to really do it. You know, you want to sow and you become the best sower? When you do use social media, you make sure you go into the space where the best sewers are at. You make sure when you go to an event that you have to pay for, you go to the event where the best seamstress are at. That they have the queen or the king seamstress up there on the panel talking. That's the level of where you take it. You don't go to your public library of people who are seamstress and sewers. That's not where you do it. You go higher than that. Because that's the level of where you want to go with what you are at. You want a box? You take yourself to the best place where it is to go box. In your neighbor, in your state, in your town, in your neighborhood. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 hours to spend 1 hour in that space to do it. You have to go do it. That's the key to manifesting and having your own standard. It makes sense for you because that's what you're obtaining. The reason why I'm telling you this is if you go to your local library of sewers, it's going to be a distraction because you're going to find people who do it as a hobby. You're going to find people who do it just because they want to get out the house. You're going to find people who want to make friends. And that's not what you're there for. You're there to learn. You're there to elevate. You're there to hone your craft. Okay? I'm going to tell you right there. That's the supportive relationship. The people who support your desire for privacy and self-transformation are those who respect boundaries, understand your need to withdraw. They won't push you to explain your actions or challenge your choices. Instead, they will cheer you on from a distance, ready to offer advice or encouragement when needed, but giving you the space to grow. Let me check the comment section. Anybody saying something? Okay, good. Now, here we go. Evaluate the people in your life through this lens. Ask yourself, does this person push me forward or hold me back? If someone regularly engages in negative behavior, gossip, criticism, or dismissing your dreams, these relationships may need to be redefined or distanced. Surrounding yourself with a smaller circle of people who understand and respect your transformation is far more beneficial than having a large group of acquaintances who may not share your values or respect your need for privacy. Go at it alone. Don't team up with nobody. Don't be quick to get a mentor. Don't be quick to do that, especially not a physical one. Okay, this is the beauty of social media. You can find someone to follow their journey 100%. I promise you, right there on YouTube, right there on Craftsy. It's right there. Do not allow yourself to be distracted on your journey. You have to keep the focus. You have to have horse blinders on to manifest exactly the visualization and the imagination that you have for yourself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the imagination. The imagination manifests very well. Once you've identified supportive relationships, it's important to set boundaries, especially when you are actively disappearing from certain aspects of public life. Boundaries protect your time and energy from being depleted by others, allowing you to channel them into your personal transformation. The first step in setting boundaries is to clarify them for yourself. Be honest about your needs and the level of contact you're comfortable maintaining. Some people may struggle to understand why you're pulling away, so it's important to communicate your boundary with kindness but firmness. For example, you could explain that you're dedicating time to a personal project or focus on self-care, and that you'll be less available for social activities for a while. Not everyone will respect your boundaries, and that's okay. The goal is not okay. The goal isn't to please everyone. but to create an environment where you can thrive. If someone refuses to respect your limits, it may be necessary to distance yourself from that relationship, even if it's temporary. It is a difficult but necessary part of protecting your personal transformation journey. Here we go. Managing relationships with close friends and family. First, family and friends. While many relationships can be adjusted or distanced, close family and friends often require more delicate handling. Disappearing doesn't mean cutting ties entirely with those you care about, but rather managing these relationships in a way that align with your transformation goals. With family and close friends, transparency is often the best policy. Let them know you're going through a transformation phase and may be less present, but reassure them of your continued love and commitment. Being honest about your journey can help them understand why you need a space, and they may even offer support in ways you hadn't expected. However, it's important to protect yourself from well-meaning but intrusive advice. Family members, for example, may have opinions about your choices, especially if your transformation involves major lifestyle changes like a career shift, relocation, or rethinking long-term relationships. While it's fine to listen to their input, remember that this journey is yours alone. Politely but firmly make it clear that you're following your own path. One strategy to maintain these relationships without compromising your privacy is to establish set times to check in. For example, you could schedule weekly or monthly calls with family or friends so they feel connected to you without requiring constant interaction. This keeps the relationship strong while allowing you the space to focus on your self-transformation. Texting. Okay, texting. Told my partner, hey, I need the space. I need to focus on things for myself, but I will continue to text you. Okay. I will continue to keep contact with you. See, because if you cold turkey go away on someone that you're in a relationship with, you're causing problems. I don't want you to cause problems. So one thing I can tell you, and hopefully you have a partner that is understanding of when you need your space, is, hey, let me just have this time. Now, I'll speak from my personal example. I was just like, you know what? I'll see you on such and such day, and we're going to talk to each other. Just let me have this weekend, let me have this time together, and we're going to see each other again. Or we might even see each other earlier than what I said, but just let me until I was ready, till you're ready to have to figure something out, or what you decide, or to make a full decision of how you're going to do it. And you may even have to express to the person, I'm going to, you don't have to get into details. I'm going to be making some changes. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, you don't even want to announce it. You want to just do it. I would actually tell you not to announce it. Just find a way of saying, I just need space to myself. I'm just getting things together that I need to get together. Anybody that's with you will understand that. Now, I don't have a live-in partner. So for those who have a live-in partner, the thing is, I'm speaking for people in healthy relationships, not toxic, narcissistic relationships. If you have a healthy, supportive partner, the moment you say, hey, I'm going to go work out, I'm going to go for a job, I'm going to do this and that, they're going to see this new routine that you have going on. So therefore, they'll start to respect it. You see what I'm saying? It's not really hard. Not everyone will understand or support your decision to disappear and work on yourself in private. Some may even criticize and mock your journey, especially if they feel threatened by your growth. People who are not on a similar path view your transformation as unnecessary or extreme, leading to tension in relationships. When dealing with skeptics, this is the part of disappearing. This is the part of focusing on yourself, because once you start losing that weight, gaining weight, sewing, doing what you're doing, what's going to happen is the minimalist lifestyle and the cleaning and all this stuff, your life is going to reflect the very thing that you're doing, and the changes and transformation is going to just be seen. When dealing with skeptics or critics, it's important not to let their doubts derail you. Criticism often reflects their own insecurities or resistance to change. Rather than engaging in arguments or trying to convince them of your plan, simply stay firm in your decisions. You don't owe anyone an explanation of how you choose to transform your life. You don't. One approach to managing critics is to adapt a low-key, non-confrontational attitude. By staying neutral and not engaging with negativity, you avoid being drawn into unnecessary conflicts that could distract you from your goals. Letting go of the need for others' approval is crucial in the phase of transformation. Keep your focus on what truly matters, your growth and self-improvement. Okay, we got 2 more sections to go through. All right, and I'm going to probably just leave it here. All right. Balancing disappearance and connection. Disappearing doesn't mean you have to become a recluse. It's about selective engagement. Write that down. Selective engagement. Knowing when and how to connect with others while maintaining the privacy and space you need for your transformation. For example, you can still attend social gatherings, but limit your presence or avoid deep personal conversations. Focus on building quality over quantity in your relationships. Focus on building quality over quantity in your relationships. Spend time with those who nourish your soul and encourage your growth, rather than encouraging in superficial interactions that drain your energy. Relationships that drive on mutual respect and understanding will naturally support your need of solitude while still providing a sense of connection and belonging. My partner, very emotionally supportive. Okay? Very emotionally supportive. If I need a hug, if I need to just be cuddled, if I need to just relax and just chill and be in silence, I have to explain to others, like, look, I'm not going to be so talkative. I'm not going to want to talk too much. I just want to relax. I feel emotional. I feel this. If I ever just, when I feel that way, and I have an emotional supportive partner while I go through that. You see what I'm saying? And the thing with her is, I don't want you speaking down and going into that self-loathing space. She doesn't like the self-loathing space that I do. And I'm glad I have somebody who can tell me that, because it does encourage me to just be a little more kinder to myself, you see? So that's selective connecting, right? Focus on building, okay, right there. This is about balance. Listen, relationships that drive on mutual respect and understanding will naturally support your need for solitude while still providing a sense of connection and belonging. Meaning you can still text them, they'll still check in with you, they'll still want to know if you're good, still want to know if you want somebody, they won't interfere with your boundaries, but still check in with you. And it won't be just about what they want to do, they'll be about your well-being. Disappearing is about balance. You can disappear from parts of your life that no longer serve you while nurturing connections that align with your values and transformation. With careful management, your relationship can become a powerful force that supports your journey rather than hinder. Preparing for reappearance. At some point after your transformation is well underway or nearing completion, you may feel ready to re-engage with certain people or reappear in more public settings. This is a natural part of the process, as isolation is not meant to be permanent. When the time comes, re-emerging into your relationship will be done with intentions. The goal is to reappear as a stronger, more authentic version of yourself. You'll be returning with a new sense of clarity about who you are, what you value, and how you want to live your life. This may mean reevaluating old relationships and deciding whether they still fit into your new life. Some connections may longer serve you, and that's perfectly fine. Use your reappearance as an opportunity to share the lessons you've learned with those who supported you through the process. If your transformation has led to meaningful insights or personal growth, your close relationship will likely be enriched by your experience. The final transformation. Damn, are we finished with the book? God damn. Embrace your new life. Well, I guess finish the whole book. Okay. That was a quick read. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. Read the whole book. Hold on. Embrace your new life. Let me see. Well, I don't want to read that. Nope. I don't want to read it. Because I want you to first start with the transformation of disappearing. Let's try that. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I don't read most of it, and I'm going to leave that chapter. All right. Start with the disappearing, and start with the transformation, and start with cutting off what no longer serves you. Start there. Start with, if it's to you to live a more minimalist lifestyle, because that's, don't do that. Whatever it is that you want to focus on, begin to focus on and begin to make it happen for your life, and let that be your focus. Whatever it is that you know that needs to change and transform, as you write in your journal, you begin to make the changes and transformations. The Black Woman Guide is about changes and transformations. Anything I talk about is about changes and transformations. It's about understanding things as it is. All right? So I'm kind of happy that I read that. All right? So get this book by Neil Brighton. Dr. Franklin King. Is that his other name? Yes, so are you ready to also? Okay, I guess that's his name too. He's a doctor. Is Dr. Franklin King the co-author? Let me kind of change it up. Hold on. Okay, so just repair it, y'all. Whatever the hell this is, just fucking repair it. Like, why are you bothering me? Hold on, y'all. God damn it. It won't let me. It done froze on me, y'all. Hold on. Is it not by Neil Bright? The transportation of the condes. So is it not by Neil Brighton? Is it just on his site? Okay. Oh, it's in another language. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Are you ready to break free from the past to become a person you always wanted to be? And how to disappear and transform yourself? Dr. Franklin King offers a powerful guide to personal reinvention. This transformative book. Okay, hold on. Child wants to make changes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this transformative book reveals practical strategies to help you leave behind unwanted identities, shed the weight of old expectation, and design a new life filled with purpose. Whether you're seeking a fresh start or simply want to reimagine your future, this book gives you the tools to master the art of disappearing and emerging as your truest self. Ready for a change? It starts here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read that chapter. I just thought about what I did. That was a little mean to tell you I wasn't going to read the final transformation, right? All right, let's get to it. So this is by Dr. Franklin King. This is not even by who I thought it was. Damn. Embracing your new life. As we embark on this pivotal chapter, it's essential to recognize the significance of your journey thus far. You have honed the valuable skills of disappearing, of stepping back from the chaos that life sometimes presents. A complex relationship, but also to understand how they impact your sense of self. Now, having successful transfers the intricacies of disconnection and reconnection, you stand at the precipice. I love that word, precipice of a profound change, the embracing of your new life. This final transformation is not merely about the end of a journey, but rather the beginning of a new one. A life lived in truth the person you have become. It invites you to celebrate your growth and to reflect on the lessons learned along the way. Each experience, from challenges faced to triumphs achieved, has shaped you in unique ways. As you prepare to step fully into this new chapter, it's crucial to acknowledge that transformation is an ongoing process. In this chapter, we will delve into the practical steps required to solidify your new identity. Living intentionally means embracing your values, passions, and aspirations. You are encouraged to take time for self-reflection, to understand what truly resonates with you now that you have peeled away the layers that no longer serve you. Explore what it means to live authentically, what activities ignite your spirit, what relationships uplift you, and what, did it go away? Okay, just making sure. It's repairing something right now on my Adobe. Needs to get out of my way though. You are encouraged to take time for self-reflection, to understand what truly resonates with you now that you have peeled away the layers that no longer serve you. Explore what it means to live authentically, what activities ignite your spirit, what relationships uplift you, and what environments foster your growth. Furthermore, continuous self-improvement will be a central theme in your new reality. Embracing your new life calls for a commitment to lifelong learning and adaptation. The world is ever changing, and so too should your approach to personal development. Seek out new opportunities, challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone, and remain open to the lessons that life continues to present. Growth often occurs in unexpected moments, and by remaining vigilant and curious, you can enhance your transformation. Additionally, the relationship you cultivate moving forward will play a crucial role in sustaining your newfound self. Surround yourself with those who support your transformation, who challenge you to grow and who embrace the authentic you. Build connections that are meaningful and reciprocal. Foster an environment where you can continue to flourish. As you engage with your community, remember that your past experiences are invaluable. They can be shared to inspire others who may be struggling with their own transformation. As we conclude the chapter, it is essential to step confidentially into the future. The final transformation is not an end, but a new beginning. A call to live life on your own terms, informed by the wisdom gleaned from your experience. Carry forward the insights and strengths you have developed and embrace the journey ahead with an open heart and a ready mind. You are now equipped not only to thrive in your new life, but also to inspire others to their past transformation. Welcome the changes, celebrate your achievement, and step boldly into the vibrant reality that is uniquely yours. All right? Conclusion. Personal transformation is a journey, not a destination. We know that. As you work through the strategies in this book, you will discover the power of reinvention lies within your ability to shed limits, reshape your environment, and rewrite your story. Disappearing is about running away. It's about creating space for growth and evolution. By mastering these techniques, you can craft a life aligned with your deepest values and desires. Remember, change takes courage. But with each step you move forward, you move closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. Your transformation begins now. Embrace it with confidence and vision. Okay? I think that was a beautiful book. It seemed like it was much longer, but it's not. This is by Dr. Franklin King. I bought it from Neil Brighton's page. Okay, but it's Dr. Franklin King. Okay. Beautiful book. Beautiful book. And I can tell you, as someone who's disappeared and did things, and I can tell you, y'all, this book is very on point about what it says. Okay? It is best to be out of sight, out of mind, to understand the art of safety. It is key to wean yourself. See, me, I actually get up and, look what I do. So I keep up with the latest news and stuff, and I report it and stuff like that. And lately, I kind of just took a step back from a lot of things because it's like so much stuff that's been going on that I didn't get to do this evil presentation. And it's not that I didn't get to do it. It's just like the man's video was from like the 90s. And I was just like, oh my gosh, does anybody want to listen to this? You know what I'm saying? Compared to modern day, to how people talk and present things and how more blunt and open people are compared to what this man is doing. He's presented it in such a doctoral way and stuff like that. And then I thought about, Julie Shaw. I like the way she wrote in her book. And I was like, I would like to play that audio book and we could just sit down and discuss it and listen to what she's saying. So it was a lot of multiple things. And I was trying to look at some dark psychology on evil and stuff like that. The stoicism on evil and stuff. And I didn't really agree with them all the way. I was just like, I don't really think this is evil, but okay, that's what the perception of evil is for them, but whatever. So the science of evil, the only person who had the best one was Julie Shaw, besides the man who did the project back in the 90s. And I'm like, damn, he did this project with people who were like Gen fucking Xers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that still doesn't take away that this man has done this project and this book is still written. You still what I'm saying? It's just that it just felt like a lot. You know what I mean? It just felt like a lot. Now, I want to get into a certain particular topic. Okay. Wow, I think I'm going to go ahead and order some Starbucks, y'all. Yeah, I'm about to just go ahead and order some Starbucks because this calls for Starbucks. Okay. I want to talk about the use of name calling and insults, right? And how myself, I'm making my transformations with that type of way of speaking, moving forward in my life. How I am making a transformation in how my messages are being delivered when it comes to certain type of racial topics and such. You know what I'm saying? I often go into divested spaces and I listen to them and I listen to how they talk. And I told you all, I notice a pattern that the queen titled divested women are all married women. And you can go back into my old shows about what I have to say about women who are married. It's from the show The Hoes Have the Answers. Yes, The Hoes Have the Answers. Go listen to that show. And I go into about listening to married people and stuff, right? And I noticed that in their public platforms, they can't do it no more, but it was a bunch of N-words with a hard R, monkey ate gorillas, this roach, it's like, oh my gosh, and all these different things to express what they feel, and the fag word, the dykes, and all kinds of shit. But fag is the biggest word that they use, that they say without saying on their lives and stuff like that. And the thing is, it comes off so goddamn hateful, right? Because, I put myself in a space of being very detached and I listen. And if I want to feel, I feel the environment out if I want to. It's just a way that I've learned how to do things that I just taught myself. And I noticed that in these cases, what intrigues me the most is that I say to myself, because Exoticals United also mentioned this on one of hers. If you're going to have this much insurmountable hate for a culture of people who look like you, if you do have it, you got to understand that when you do date outside of your race, or you date anybody, they are going to have the same reflective hate. Okay? They are going to have the same reflective racism. I'm speaking this personally for myself and my self experience, and I'm speaking this personally for many things. I don't know what kind of relationship any of these people got out here. It ain't my business. That ain't, you know. But when you're sitting here and you want to make a point, you want to make a point of something being true or absolute truth, or being something that is the solution for whatever fill in the blank that it is. When you are talking like that, you're going to have to go in a private setting to continue on this type of rhetoric. When you are, you could never go into a public setting with your avatar to speak up about the topics that you're talking about. Even if you want to go into the brain of the certain cultures of people, what studies have shown and said, the brain of a woman when she has boy children, especially of a certain race, if you wanted to get that deep into the science of what you're speaking about in a public setting, you could never do it by talking like that. Then you have to question, what kind of lives are these people living, and where are they at living their lives talking and speaking this way? And I mean, that's across the board. Even if somebody is a radical neo-Nazi racist here in America, you have to still question, well, how are you out here navigating and living life amongst people of all different cultures and races while you come online to spew what you're spewing and talk about, you know, white supremacy and only white should date white, and this was classified as it. Because that's what divestment, the Zealot divestors are equivalent to. So I just posed that question. And then you have to look at what the science of hate is. What is it truly to hate? What does hate really come from? Why do people hate? Why do people feel hate? And this is when I step in and I tell you things in the way that I often tell you. And that is that, why is the microphone going in and out really slow? Am I breaking? It's going up and down really slow. Okay. Might have to go on my phone. Oh shit, my phone is probably dead right now to hear myself. Let me see. Because I don't like the way it's going in and out real slow. And this computer is repairing itself as well. So let me see something. Because when people are doing this, this is what I have to say. People are entitled for their own internal standard and how they, people can, we have freedom of speech. People can express what they want to express, and people can follow who they want to follow. They can believe who they want to believe, and they can follow the ideology of whatever it is that they want to follow. I don't know what the fuck that was. The ideology of what they want to believe in and follow, correct? So then, let me give myself a mic check. What they want to believe in and follow. So then, let me give myself a mic check. Yeah, I'm giving myself a mic check right now. Let me see. Yeah, I'm giving myself a mic check right now. Yeah, my mic. I need a better mic. So they're entitled to that, okay? The thing is, this is why you have to stay focused on what it is in your life that you want, that you need. And if you are a zealot, divested Black woman, that's great. Okay, that's your choice. But you still need to focus on yourself, and you need to focus on what you need to do. You need to focus on what is best for you through it all, right? The Black Woman's Guide is all about transformation, all about changes, all about self-reflection. But it's your choice to do what you need and do what's best for you, despite what I say or anybody says. But I will tell you this about the Zealot Divestor. If you identify as a Zealot Divestor, you are supportive of the agenda that the Black woman only has children and family and lineage with that is identified as non-Black. That means not with a Hispanic, not with a Latino, right? Or anything that is classified as Black. And that is what you support as a Zealot Divestor. And you need to understand that. You need to understand that you are listening to a woman who has been married for majority of her life. Therefore, if she's telling the truth about that, this woman does not truly have full life experience, and you cannot go by what she says her relationship is. That person can't even help you with relationships. Maybe they can help other married people, but they cannot help you. You, as a part of V314 Bad BWG Radio, who is a free spirit, or anybody who's a part of V314 Bad BWG Radio, who is a very free spirit, and you live by the rules of yourself, meaning you're not banged down or bullied into society's rules of how you're supposed to be living your life, you need to understand that no matter what, whoever you attract is a reflection of yourself. So if you have hate, anger, and all of this stuff going on inside of you, you need to know that the partner that you have is going to have some kind of hate, anger, shame, resentment, something going on inside of them too, especially if you really attract someone who is a true partner to you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to even be. It's just whoever you attract in your life that you like and you attract, they are a reflection of you. It may not come in the form of the way you say it, but it does come in the form of whatever it is in their life and how they see it. And you got to understand that. Then you have to ask yourself, if you are involved in a relationship with somebody of another culture and you have these very, very racist views of your own culture, whatever that culture may be, you need to understand and start looking at the fact of what is going to come with being with someone who shares the same ideologies and thoughts of you, and they are in a relationship with someone as you who looks like the very thing that they say they despise and hate, which is the very same thing you despise and hate. And you need to understand what's going to come with that decision. And make sure that you're being yourself 100% wherever who you are with. Because I don't, I'm not even going to get into my anything else. Your life experiences is your life experiences. And no one can take that from you. Now that I'm off my soapbox, as y'all all see, let me fix this microphone. All right. I want to show you something for the example of transforming and disappearing. Okay, so I found somebody who I found a lot of people talking about this person. I don't know who this woman is. I just was like, let me just look this lady up, because everybody talk about her so goddamn much. I just want to know who this lady is, this, that, and the third, and whatever, right? Give me a moment. And so I decided to go to her page, and I saw something that was quite interesting from the topic that I'm talking about today, or the topic that I have been talking about today, right? So there's a woman, her name is Peach McIntyre. Mm-hmm. And Peach McIntyre has been a hot topic in the Black the black circle, the hood circle. I say the hood circle of YouTube. All right, and then this hood circle of YouTube, I've noticed that this particular woman here is the hot topic. There's women that said, because of her, they had started their channels and they went on and on and on and on and on about this woman's life. And I said, let me check out. And here is what I found. A mother with all boys. Look at that there. A mother with all sons, and I don't see no daddy in sight. Well, the oldest looks like her. And the two right here, the one to the left and the one in the middle, they look alike. They got that same long head feature with the ears, and we can't see that kid at the bottom, right? But we're going to go into an analysis of this person and into a conversation that I had got into with a very, very good friend of mine. Okay. All right. Very good friend of mine. And I talked about all of the whole situation of, how do I say it? People online, all right? And where they get themselves caught up in this world and where they tend to run into tragic problems. And guess what? The goddamn page ain't showing. Hold on, y'all. What happened? Oh, okay. I was like, I know y'all can see me. It said that it's sharing the goddamn screen. All right, we put me at the bottom. I don't like being on the side like this. All right, so check it out, right? Oh, I see why I'm on the side, because it takes away this over here, but you can still see it. It don't fucking matter. All right, she's showing her family. Boom! This is my family, everybody. This is my life. I'm real. I'm real. I'm keeping it real. My hair ain't even barely done. I got it tied back. Kids' hair barely done. Right? Project apartment tour. Keeping it real some more. She from the hood, all right? $11-minute goddamn video. I don't talk to my mama. Why I hate my husband's family. All of this shit. She's expressing all of this. My husband is still cheating twins in the NICU. Twins in the NICU. All right, let's check this one out while I order my Starbucks. Fuck around, I might order some McDonald's too. Shit. This update is slowing down the computer. I was wondering what it was. Why I hear this song when it comes.
I'm home doing laundry. I made our bed. My husband is still going with the kids. My husband will wash
I done warmed it up in here. It's gonna be a little chilly up to put it right on the thing. Okay. So y'all gonna sit here, y'all gonna watch Miss Peachy. Alright. You're gonna watch her. And I'm gonna order my Starbucks. And we're gonna get further into our analysis when the shit loads up. Alright, there we go. Let's go. I don't know why I just think playing, because like, for what?
More minutes. I'm uploading another YouTube video. I don't feel as stressed. I do feel stressed out, but not as stressed. I know my husband, when he comes home and bring the kids, he gonna leave. So I'm gonna make sure I have milk. I'm hoping that I can have like 300 mLs. That would give me a whole like 36 hours of the babies are good, which will give me peace of mind, and I would still keep making milk. But I would still go see them. I'm still gonna go see my kids every day and hold them both for a minimum of 1 hour every single day. The doctor keeps saying, your kids are doing amazing. They're doing amazing. Like, oh my goodness. You know, everything just looked good. And I just know like holding them is important. For those of you who do have babies in the NICU like me right now, try your hardest to do skin to skin as much as possible. At our hospital, just because they have so many things going on, so many different cords, IVs and things, you have to hold them for a minimum of 1 hour, but you can hold them longer than that if you want. 1 hour is the minimum. So today I feel good. I held one baby B for an hour. I held baby A for 2 hours. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do an hour and a half with both babies. But I'm trying to get this house together, child. The more organized it is, the better my mind will function. And once I get these kids on the schedule and this husband of mine, which will be by Wednesday, we'll have a solid schedule. My life will be even better. This took me about 4 minutes. We're going to go hang this up and get some more clothes. So washing right now. I feel real good, energized. I still haven't taken any pain medicine. My pain has kind of went down because my goals. I got so many goals. Like I need to sit with a pen and paper and write them out. But my mind is like, we doing math. We goal set. Oh my goodness. January finna be so good. I done got so much done, but now I'm pumping milk for the babies. That way, if my husband does decide he wants to leave, he can drop this off in Tampa. If he doesn't want to leave, I can take it around 1 a.m. I haven't cooked anything for dinner, but I'm finally about to eat my burger from Checkers. Each veg, look at that milk. She got milk. This is a 150 bottle. So if it was 5 mLs, it would be 150, but it's above it. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna say it's probably like 165.
This is the Bella. Boy, oh boy. Hello? Hello? All right. Meaning mic check. This is what people do not understand. Being vulnerable, being open, sharing like this is dangerous. When I tell you, you got some motherfuckers that will wish that child in your arms to be dead. Yes, they will. Okay? Also, the jealousy that will come from this. Okay, I might have to fix this. The jealousy that will come from this is the fact that you are from the projects on social media openly. Anyway, let me keep going. Let me order my Starbucks. I got something else I wanted to play. I'm already.
If I could do one more of these, because I would love to have 300.
Because I want to hear
could do
people
one more
yelling
of
at her
these
and
and
shit.
my husband take
Hold
the
on.
night, I would not be stressed out at all tomorrow. Like, tomorrow would be the best day ever. But this right here, we're gonna say it's 160. For the babies, let's just say each baby's getting 30 mLs. So 160 divided into 30. Let me do the math. This right here could make 5 bottles. So we were good into our 2 a.m. feed. So for baby A, this would take him, he could get his 2 a.m. I think they have milk for 2 a.m., but we're gonna count it. We can give him 3 of the bottles and the other baby 2. Really, the other baby could get 3 because he really drank 24. But whatever, we're going to say 2. So he would be good for 2 a.m., 5, and 8 a.m. with just this. And then the other baby would be good until
I'm bored.
9 a.m. So I really wouldn't have to go feed them until I got to keep up with these feeds. I need to just put them on the board so I can like easily tell y'all. 8 and 9 is taken care of. So the next feed would be 11 and 12. 9, 10, 11, yep. 11 and 12. So as long as I make it to the hospital at 11, by 10, I would be good. But y'all know my goal is to be there no later than 5 a.m. But I'm most likely going to send this with my husband tonight. I am going to try my hardest to get one more. Like, God, please give me one more just like this and we'll be good.
I see your fight. Okay, so this person got in a fight with her hairstylist. Let's see. Let's go.
That lady got a husband and 7 kids. And on Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, I went to my hair appointment. I arrived at 9:03. I decided since my wigs were getting clean, I wanted to go ahead and put on my Beyonce wig. But the stylist told me no. She had a client that just booked at the last minute for 10 a.m. So she would not be able to go ahead and switch my wigs out. Instead, since this wig was still on, she was just going to style it differently. She gave me this Auntie Peaches looking wig style, which I did not like. And I told myself I'm going to let her know I don't like it. She told me to come back to pick up my wigs later that afternoon. I had to go back and pay for the wigs anyways, plus my hairstyle. So no problem. I'm going to be there before 5 o'clock. She's going to fix my wig. She already told me she's going to put me on eyelashes, etc. I get back. My wigs are still the same. They're not bagged up, but I still say I just take my wigs with me. She got heads in there, no problem. She told me, no, Peach, keep your wigs here. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to fix your hair since you don't like it. I'm going to do your lashes tomorrow. I'm going to have your wigs in Ziploc bags. I'm going to have them labeled for you and everything. Y'all, today she texts me at 12 after telling me at 9 something to come at 2. She texts me at 12 something talking about she can't do my hair because she booked and busy. So I said, I'm going to come get my wigs. But after that, I'm not coming to you no more. Like, I pay you every time you done did my hair. I pay you $200 every single time that you done did my hair, plus tag you and give you promo. Now you don't want to be on camera. But just a couple days ago when you weren't busy, you was happy to be all smiles for the camera. But now you playing with me? You don't want to be on camera no more? To me, that's crazy. How you want all the good promo and now you booked and busy, a house full of heads, but you don't want the promo when you like try me. You don't want me to let everybody know you told me to come today, but now you got extra heads. Just like yesterday, you refused to change my wig and I still paid you $200. Like, are you serious? No, we're going to record this. I'm not yelling. I'm not cussing at you or nothing, speaking my regular tone. But you got a problem with that. You want me to get a shot? No problem. But how I'm going to get out if you block the door? Then after that, you want to go ahead and hit my phone out my hand? Oh, okay.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Most of these people online that showcase their lives.
Nothing like a strong man to stand up to another man and protect his family and protect.
Hold on. They keep playing this bitch with this voice. Okay. Okay, this baby voice. Here's my thing.
That lady got
people who go online need validation from other people. Doja Cat got into what she got into, unpopular opinion here. Doja Cat got into what she got into. Let me get her off my screen. Because Doja Cat would go live and she would share her beats or whatever, and she'll go live while she was doing that, minding her business. And when Doja got a certain status in her life, she should have not been doing that anymore, unfortunately. And that's why she ended up cursing people out the way that she did and doing what she did. But had Doja Cat been like, what's my girl? Willow, who cannot even perform or do anything when the camera is on her, her work could have been just, I mean, the album is still dope, but still, at the end of the day, she wouldn't have got distracted like that by people online. I was in that live, too, when that shit happened. All right? I was in that live when that shit happened. That's what Doja Cat should have did. She should have weaned out the distractions. Listen, I'm confirming out my ears, people who get on social media, they do all that, try to have a YouTube page, are all people who need validation. They are all the people who need to go and have people look at them, play professional victims. This is a professional victim. Most of them. I call them darling. All of them are darling Nickies. All of them are darlings. This is the peach darling, okay? Why I hate my husband's family? Why would you even put that down? How did you go from getting your hair done to your stylist? Upset with your husband and your twins is still in the NICU. Is that something personal that you should be going through behind closed doors? I'm the black sheep of my family, the truth about my relationship with my family. I already know what it is because most people online don't have good relationships with their family. Did I not get into this conversation with y'all before? Did I not tell y'all this before? I'm curious why she hates her husband's family. Okay, no matter what, Peach keeps going. Okay? But why she hates her husband's family? Well, I keep ordering my order. I gotta do it on the damn phone. I can't even do it on the computer because something is freezing up the computer. I think it's that download.
When every lead is important, you need a memorable first
But this is
impression.
my point of what I'm
Introducing
trying to
Blink
make to y'all
Business,
about people.
the modern solution to traditional networking.
Notice that she's using the word hate.
What's up? You already know. This is Peach, and today I keep messing my own stuff up because I'm supposed to go live to promote my upcoming class and sell it out. But every time I go live, I end up having a whole bunch of side conversations and not talking about my class and busting jokes and stuff like that. Now I'm banned from TikTok Live again. I gotta go do 7 days to the door. And I don't even go live like I used to no more. So it's like, dang, now I'm back in TikTok jail. But hey, it is what it is. The show gonna keep on rocking. Why did you keep blocking you? Because people be reporting me. TikTok is the easiest platform to get somebody banned from live. When we get banned from live, we get banned for 3 to 7 days. Typically, they give me 7, so I have to just not go live for 7 days. We still get paid. It don't affect our money. We literally just, it does affect your money because you can't go live and make more money, but that's all it do. What am I selling? I have a class on Wednesday, a content creator class. It's $19. It's gonna come up to $19.48 with the fee. Today or tomorrow, Monday will be the last day to purchase your tickets. Class will be Wednesday. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know how to do baby hair. I do not know how to lay this baby hair down. Like, this part stayed down with this long piece. Baby, I couldn't do nothing with it. Thank you. What did I do is say, you can go try to figure it out on your own, but we was just chit-chatting. I be feeling like I don't be doing nothing wrong. It's just that TikTok is easy. You could just sit up there when you're on TikTok and just report. You do it so many times, they're eventually going to just ban it because they're getting so many reports, and then you have to issue an appeal, and then the appeal will decide if you get to stay or go. And because I cuss a lot anyways, I typically lose my appeals, so I don't care. When that happens, I'll normally jump on my husband page, and then I just go to making so much money from my husband page. It don't stop nothing. Then I got like 4 other pages. It depends on my intent, but I probably don't need to go live over there anyways, just because I wasn't making that much money, you know? I wasn't focused. I was just on there having fun, chit-chatting. I wasn't selling classes. And unlike YouTube, when we're live on YouTube, we make money just being live. Like, y'all don't have to send me no super chats. Just being on here, I make money. Versus TikTok, people gotta send me gifts in order for me to make money while I'm live. That's the only way, or they gotta shop my website.
People gotta make sure they let you know that they making money doing what they're doing. See, this is the key of how to disappear and transform yourself. If you're disappearing and doing what you're doing, you're just going to make your money. Nobody's going to have to know about it. You can do your savings account. You can hold on to your money. You can go to the bank with your money. You're just going to hold on to your money. And your money is going to be your money. And therefore, nobody is going to be able to go into anything that involves your money. So when you do that, you don't have to do this, what she's doing. Because what reason she got to keep telling you she getting paid on YouTube? I'm just saying, just showing you the example.
So YouTube is better. I keep telling y'all, I earn more money on YouTube than TikTok, but TikTok is fun. I like the vibe over on TikTok. We could vibe, we could chit chat, but the haters, you know they could get you banned from live, so that's what they do. Thank you. You like watching me making cream of chicken? I don't know when I'm gonna make cream of chicken. My kids be tired of that. We had went grocery shopping. I'm gonna make sure I take something out. But we went grocery shopping. It'll most likely be on Wood page because that's the phone we use to record. And I said I was gonna start cooking every single night because y'all know I go to court for my eviction on February 14th. That's when I'll find out if I gotta move, when I gotta move, if I gotta be out the next day. Like, I don't know. That's when I'll find out that stuff. But I was like, I'm just gonna buy food to last us exactly to February 14th and start cooking every night and making cooking videos again like I used to.
How important is it for us to improve the quality of our emotional and mental health in all relationships?
For cooking with Peach, but so far I haven't done it. I ought to not get distracted. February is supposed to be a tunnel vision month for me, very lucrative, and I'm supposed to be focused. First time want to be a content creator, please help. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com, for $19.48. I can teach you how to edit, create thumbnails for YouTube, how to monetize YouTube and all that stuff, TikTok. peachmcintyre.com. Thank you. Did Wood Mama teach you how to make cream of chicken? No, she did not teach me how to make cream of chicken. It was something that she made in her household. I had never heard of cream of chicken, and it was like a family favorite. So I wouldn't eat from them because they was dirty. So I wouldn't eat from them. And my husband, brother, girlfriend at the time that lived there, she was like, oh, Miss Sophia made cream of chicken. You should eat it. I'm like, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. She was like, girl, it's so good. You got to try. You should eat. I'm going to get you a plate. And got me a plate. And, you know, me and her just talking like homegirls. And I ate it. And it was the most delicious thing ever. This was before I became a dirty girl. Yeah, I was like judgy. Like, I don't eat from dirty people. I was like on ATL, like, I did see some roaches. But Wood Mama, them didn't have roaches. They was just dirty. Now that I'm older and I've experienced life, it was more so she had all these sons and a no good husband, and they was just running this lady to the ground. It's like I'm living her life, just running this lady to the ground. She got to work. She got to be to work early in the morning. She coming back, house still dirty, sons not washing dishes kind of thing. That's what I learned later on in life. But at that time, I was 18, pregnant with Gregory McKay, and I was just like, I couldn't believe that they lived like that. Like, I cleaned that lady whole house. I could not believe it because I didn't grow up dirty as far as like living in filth, even though my mama always called me dirty and made me bathe in her dirty bath water. My mama owned a cleaning business. I always cleaned up. So that was like a different experience for me. So anywho, back to what I'm saying. So the girl, I was about to say her name, she gave me the cream of chicken. I ate it and it was the most delicious thing. So eventually when I got my own place in my 20s and I decided I wanted to start cooking, I had went and got me some jars of cream of chicken and I made it myself. I have never been in the kitchen cooking with his mama or nothing. I used to be in his room with the dough shed, just in his room, don't come out, don't talk to nobody. Thank you. Where I get my pants from, the ones I got on, I've been had these, but like as far as the rips, I made those. What is cream of chicken? It's a dish I make all the time. It's really good. It was inspired by my husband's mom, though. I don't know how his brother passed, guys. I don't know, and I don't care. I got 47 songs about Peach McIntyre. Oh, that's kind of obsessive. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, we're gonna
Thanks for the backstory. My pleasure. It's a delicious dish. And my family like, that shit look like throw up. That shit look like throw up. And then I finally had made it for a couple of my family members. Like, they ate it. And they was like, oh my God, it's so good. I know it looked gross if you never had it. But cream of chicken is literally the same cream of chicken that my mama put in her chicken and noodles. Same exact thing. You just put it on top of your chicken. It's so good. And his mom used to make hers and have like jalapenos with it. And my husband loved spicy food. So it's just like me knowing like this was a favorite dish in his mama house, just trying to make him, have a favorite dish at my house. Cream of chicken is good. It's delicious. What did I cook tonight? Nothing. I ate Taco Bell. I just ate live on TikTok. Thank you. No, I'm home. I'm at the clubhouse where I'm getting evicted from. It just be looking too white. Yeah, that's about it. But you can always put it on broad and it's going to be yellow and like black.
You just can't trust people. I'm back, but I'm not all the way back. You just can't trust people who openly talk about this stuff. I'm evicted on this and that, and I'm in the projects, and it's like I mean, it's just something. Yeah, my family doesn't like me. Why my family don't like me? Because we about to find out what happened between her and her family, and why her family don't like her. Because this all is confirmation of what I be trying to tell you. Like, these people who be online are trouble. You understand? Like, I can't even find it. They be trouble, bruh. And the fact though, somebody watched this and was like, oh yeah, this is inspiration for me to start vlogging with my husband and talk about the things. That's crazy. Okay? Now let's see why she the black sheep of her family and why her family don't like her and all this shit, bro.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? You already know.
And she got that troublemaking nose too.
Peach. I just pulled over at the park because I just wanted to talk to y'all for a second. I've been crying. I'm just leaving from hanging out with my mama. I've been with my mama since about 10:30, and it's now 3:30. It's now 3:30 in the afternoon. Hey, Winter. Hey, Desiree. And at first, it was going fine. So for those of you who don't know, I have a real rocky relationship with my mom. It's been like that my whole life. I would say it seemed like that's just a cycle. My mom has a rocky relationship with her mom. My grandma had a rocky relationship with my great grandma. But to me, my great grandma was my world. Somebody had just a message about me saying my great grandma was a mammy. My great grandma was a mammy. That's what we call her. They call her mammy. I called her Emily. And she was just a wonderful woman, like, to me. But they say prior to her changing her life, she was an alcoholic. She was a drunk. She was the black sheep of the family. I'm also a black, but she was the black sheep of the family. Like, her family disowned her. Her husband abused her. She had a black eye every Christmas. He left her, moved to another state, married. They never got divorced, so she ended up with all his social security and all his money when he died. But she lived in the projects. She was a drunk. This is what other people have told me about my great. But when I was born, they said my great grandmama stopped drinking when my sister was born. My sister was born. I've never, from the time
That's her, not me, with the chopping up, by the way, y'all. That's her.
from the time I was born to the time I was 26, I had never seen that lady drink liquor a day in her life. And she was just wonderful to me. She understood me. She allowed me to be my authentic self. She didn't judge me like how I act silly. Like, if y'all see my videos, I'm gonna edit some videos. I've been out with my mama and stuff, getting on her nerves. But if my great grandma was alive, like, it was like when I act like that, she was happy and just joyous. She loved my spirit and she allowed me to be myself. Versus with my mama, it's just always been rocky. It's just like she ain't never really understood me. Um, she done been through things in her life. I feel like it's a conversation that need to be had. I do feel like in the black community, I'm gonna speak for blacks. I'm not gonna speak for white people because I don't know how that is. It's not me being racist. It's just I'm more so Tampa is pretty segregated. Like white people live in one area, black people live in another area. That's just it is here. I'm just being honest. Yeah.
Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, drowning in Slack messages, wondering why your team keeps missing deadlines despite endless status meetings.
Yeah, you got black people that's starting to move out into white neighborhoods, but at least it's segregated. So that's why I'm going to refer to black families. But the families I know, it seemed like the mother and daughter relationship is always toxic and tarnished. It's like my mama hate me. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like that since I was little. Like, my mama hate me. She said just now, she was like, I don't know. We had a little disagreement. The disagreement was this. My kids are home with their daddy, except McIntyre and Gorgeous. McIntyre and Gorgeous went back to daycare this week. However, I did not want anybody on you.
This is why you disappear and transform yourself. Ugh. This is why you disappear and transform yourself. This is something that she is supposed to be sitting home with herself, with her therapist, with picking up a book in therapy to understand her relationship with her mother, herself, her family, the generational curse of the women in the family, and how the men and all that. That's for her to sit down with. It's for her to sit down with what is going on within her that she feels okay with going to the world and saying, I live in the projects. This is what it's like living in the projects. I went shopping. I did this. My family don't like me. I hate my husband's family and all of that. What makes her do that and not go sit down inside of a book or a therapist to help her through that, a professional? Why are you fighting your hairstylist? That's equivalent to fighting someone that serves your food. Her health doesn't look good. Her skin doesn't look good. She got 4 goddamn kids that's born into poverty because she lives in the projects. I'm not saying poor, but most people in the projects are poor. Their hair barely done. And then she got all these people that's speaking against her. This is the cycle of what is created for you if you continue to be online being vulnerable like that. You can be transparent online, but being vulnerable online is not it. Some people don't understand the level of what vulnerability is. Some people don't understand how artists understand vulnerability versus what these people think vulnerability is. You need therapy, shorty. You need to go get help. This is not the space to do this. This is a space that's going to criticize you, scrutinize you, judge you, and say all kind of horrible shit. You need to understand what social media does and what it is. Everything about this is no good. No way, no. None of it. Going back to this book right here. Let's go back to the book. He said that, Dr. Franklin said, you have to do what? Go into yourself internally. He said what? You have to measure. How did he use the word? Let me go back up. It was something where he was talking about how to disappear the right way. And how he was saying how pretty much you're stopping yourself from talking by getting the fuck offline. This is what he was saying. Okay, let me go back. I wish y'all can see this screen. I can't show the screen so you guys can see it. Okay, the power of disappearing. And then he went into, you know what? I forgot how we can highlight chapters and shit. Disappearing is not just about stepping outside of the spotlight. It's about doing so in a way that maximizes your ability to transform. There are right and wrong ways to disappear, and understanding the difference is key to ensuring your efforts are successful. Cutting external ties and creating internal focus. That was an internal focus. The art of secrecy. This woman has none of this. Hold on. None of this. Stop sharing your plans with others. You are creating deliberate distractions. Deliberate distractions. She said it herself. Every time I get on here, I'm supposed to tell y'all about this plan and this and that. And I end up talking to y'all about something else. Deliberate distractions. How can I continue to work out and do what I'm doing and doing yoga if I go live on YouTube and talk to y'all about it? Even if I don't talk to y'all about it, I'm still going to get distracted because somebody in that chat room, somebody's going to want my attention. Even if I get on that guitar and I start playing and I go live, somebody, especially on Facebook, they're definitely going to get people who want my attention. You have to be able to have proper discernment and have the mental stability to understand what is okay and this is not the space to be sharing all of this about your family. This ain't the space. Even if somebody can relate, because that's all she's going to do. All she's going to do is keep track of the people that to this. That's why she said Black families and communities and stuff like that. Because even one of my therapists says that she finds this kind of mother-daughter hate back and forth mostly in Black communities and Black families. She doesn't really see it in other cultures of women with mothers and daughters. Mm-hmm. And so there are things I do not discuss, but inside of a book and inside of a journey for me to heal through it. That's what I do. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. This is why when your children are in NICU, you should not be online about it. Whatever you're going through in your relationship, that should not be online. Whatever you're crying about in your car, that should not be online. Whatever changes and transformations that you are making, that should not be online. Remember he said, tell people something that's surface-based. Hey, I'm working on this. I'm finishing this. You know, I got a few projects I got to do. I got to do some fucking spring cleaning, whatever it takes to get people focused off of you and just kind of just give them something surface-based that you're doing. That's how you are supposed to do it. That's how you supposed to do it. Then this happens. Now you have all these people speaking against this woman. Okay. Now you got all these people that got so much to say to this woman. I'm not even going to get into it, her being the black sheep of the family. I'm not even going to do it. Now we have people who got so much to say to this woman, spewing so much hate towards this woman. I've never seen a workout like that before. Like, I'm kind of, what? Y'all see that shit? I've never seen nothing like that before. These people didn't even like me. Is this her? Broke and can't, what? Peach brother on her daddy's side tells it all. Here's the real reason why they don't fuck with Peach. So now the family online has got involved with this woman. Now look at this. People don't got involved. Damn, she look like her daddy. They got that troublemaking nose, bro. I'm telling you, people with them noses. I don't know what that is.
So I'm gonna address this. And I'm gonna address this one time only. That little post, yeah, it pissed everybody off. What Peach McIntyre made. That little post about her daddy and all that. That pissed everybody off.
So Peach made this post on her Facebook page, and it's got everybody in a frenzy. She's talking about how she does not want to be mentioned. She does not even want to be put in her father's obituary. So this is what the brother is kind of talking about.
Overall, I don't care. I don't care. Like, never been around her. Never really like had nothing to do with her. So at the end,
people go low to dig you up. Okay? People go very low to dig you up. People go low to find you. Because you're going to become the victim that you saying, that professional victim you making yourself, you're going to really become a victim in a way that you don't want to become a victim. That you thought you would never become a victim. Because that energy that you're putting out there is going to attract more hateful people towards you. And they're going to do more evil and wicked shit to get you. I bet you if you wasn't online with your children at all, they wouldn't have been in the NICU sick. I guarantee you that. And this is what he's talking about, Dr. Franklin, is talking about in the book, in the power of disappearing and transforming yourself. When you are building something online, in this case, a radio show. I've been doing this for years. This goddamn. You've been doing this online for a long time. You have to have a purpose, or you begin to develop a purpose of why you're doing it, right? And so I just like this little emoji. I like emoji comments. So I'm going to go ahead and put Alec McDowell comment up here because it's cool. Okay. Shout out to you, Mr. McDowell. Hello. So you have a purpose. I have a purpose. Every time I get on this microphone, I have a purpose. What I'm talking. I have something of meaning that I'm talking about. I have something of wisdom that I'm talking about. Same way I would talk to my own children. The same way, but probably because they're my children, a little bit more softer and loving and a little bit hardcore, depending. I'm a tiger mom. But I come up with a purpose. When I build a website, it's going to have a purpose. If I was to build a blog, it's going to have, everything has a purpose. And that means that it's going to be directed and focused on a certain thing and or topic because it has the purpose, correct? And that's how I keep it. So with that said, what is the purpose of me going live on YouTube? Like, this is my show. So if I go live, it's because the show is different. But what's the purpose of me going live? Why do you need to look at me in the kitchen, at my stove, in my bed, doing my comfort stuff, sick, drinking tea, excuse me? What purpose does that serve? It takes away the purpose of why I got on this microphone in the first place. A lot of people heard my story. A lot of people heard me go off. A lot of people heard me lose it. A lot of people heard me key and cut up. A lot of people heard me cuss people out. A lot of people heard me do a lot of shit in my young 30s. But that ain't the shit you're going to see with me in my 40s now. From fucking age 37 up, that ain't the shit you're going to see with me moving forward. You don't see me with my baby. You don't see me. People don't see me. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like you can't find me. You can see me. And my thing is, as a whole, at the end of the day, it still stands on the information that I talk about and the wisdom and the things that I've written about for years. That shit still stands. But you got people like this. This is their digital footprint. This is their digital footprint. You got people who have been trolls and they will never show their face. They will never show their face. And maybe they may have slipped and had, but they, even if they're going to still troll you in line, say that's still not them. They'll never show their face. The point is, if you're going to blast all this stuff out, you're going to get what you get from it. What reason did this person need to go get this person daddy involved in this? Because more than likely they knew that this woman did not have one relationship and whatever personal stuff they got going on. Remember, these people are going to track themselves. Let's go ahead and listen to this bullshit. Let's go.
End of the day, like, I don't give a fuck about what she say. I never wanted, Peach, my sister. I don't give a fuck. I don't get shit from her. I don't get shit from being her brother. Like, kiss my ass. Like, because of the simple fact, one, this man died. Like, and you're trying to use social media for your financial gain, or you trying to create more traffic to your page to get more money from Facebook. Now, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. One, her daddy side don't fuck with her. because she stole all her business blueprint from her sister that she used to work for, from our sister that she used to work for. Two, she full of shit.
You see how I do, man. Have I ever been wrong about what I tell you about online people? Have I ever been wrong about how I tell you how trifling they are to their own family? These be the family members, fucking people, their cousins, husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends and shit, molesting family members. These be the most fucked up people in the family. Have I ever been wrong about this shit? He telling you the real reason. This is why she don't fuck with her, because this is what she did to her. This is always the story of the people who are online seeking this validation because they're trying to clear some kind of karma because they fucked up. And I'm speaking this from experience. When I came online, I had the intentions of building a business. I had the intentions of growing. I had the intentions of learning how to market. I had the intentions of being a good artist, of setting up an event. I had good intentions, but I was not aware of people online to the capacity that I am now.
And all the shit she said about our daddy, that shit ain't true. Man, that man been a part of her life since day one. He wasn't a great father, but that man did what he could when he could. He had 24 kids. That's that. 3, she always been jealous of our sister Tashara. She been jealous of all our sisters. But she ain't gonna say that. From everything that I've seen and a lot of stuff that I've known myself and witnessed myself, then that's why. 3, the reason she don't fuck with her, she calls herself not fucking with our daddy like that, was because of the simple fact that this is out of his mouth, what he told me a couple weeks ago. So she was visiting him, and that same sister that she stole the blueprint from, she came in there. She came to his house to bring him something while Peach was in there visiting him. So then Peach, that sister gave Peach a look and left. And then Peach, while she was still sitting there, she didn't say nothing. She didn't open her mouth, nothing the whole time. So after Peach left from visiting our daddy, she ghosted him. Didn't say nothing to him. Then now all these videos started coming out saying he this, he that, he this, he that.
Meanwhile, this is the little gathering they had in honor of Peach's daddy, Pete. And as you can see, Peach is nowhere to be found. I just hope they get it together.
Nobody should even know this woman's business to this capacity. People are having a field day because she put that out there to happen. Okay? Okay, I just was looking at that. Like, this is why Stoicism is that, you shouldn't be spewing out family business and all this kind of stuff. Because look how family business always backfires. What reason do anybody need to hear about your family? What reason? What reason does anybody need to sit here and hear about your family publicly? What reason does anybody need to hear about? Because see, that's the thing. When you're young in your 20s, I get it. You got to learn, you got to grow, right? You got to learn how to emotionally regulate. It's just, But when you are well into your 30s, past 28, into your 30s, in my age, and wise up. And the thing is, what's the purpose for anybody that's young out there listening? For anybody to hear about your family? Why would you set up yourself to have that much ammo? Now, let's say you're experiencing something where, because you have to understand what I told you. What you tell people that someone has done to you, you tell people how you allow yourself to be treated. Okay. If that's the one wisdom I can give you, what you tell people that you go through with somebody is how you tell people that you allow yourself to be treated. So if someone steals from you, someone lies to you constantly and you're still there, someone is constantly scamming you and this, that, and the third, and you're still around and all this, you're still for and all this stuff. This is telling people who you are and what you allow, but most of all, who you are. Because after a while that you keep telling that story, the wise ones are going to say, I think you the scam. I don't really know about all these other people being scammers. I think you the scam. And that's the karma. That's the karma.
Hey, welcome to the video Love Bugs. It is your host, Queen Blah, and more. And we are back, y'all, for another YouTube reaction video on Peach McIntyre. You guys, Peach McIntyre has been uploading her little stuff onto her TikTok or whatever. I clicked on this little first video and
her name is Queen Bitch and More. So we already know that she messy and mean.
This one right here. And she was talking about how she need more help because she can make so much money. And I'm just like, oh Lord. And it sounds like she gonna cry. Please tell me she not about to start bashing wood and acting crazy. I think that's what she's about to start doing, y'all, but who knows? I'm going to click play, but I need y'all to hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to this channel, Queen Blah and more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, okay? All right, let's see what Peach's talking about.
And when it comes to my husband, he has improved a lot. I still get a little bit frustrated sometimes like this. Like, this is one of the reasons why I can't even go as hard as I
Yep, here we go. We're going to bash wood now.
want when it comes to my business. It's just because I know my husband isn't super dependable. He's going to want to break. He's going to get aggravated. He's going to want to sleep in. So I can't work like I could. I could make $1 million this month if I had more support. But every time I try to do that, baby, things just...
That's crazy because she did that wake up with Peach for like a lot of days in a row, and Wood was dealing with the family. And now here she go bashing Wood again. Like, you cannot, that's like if the husband decided to come bashing his housewife all the time just because he got an attitude. So now he gonna come in the house and say she didn't cook right, she didn't clean right, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. Like, what? Peach, you are the money maker. He's the house husband. Girl, stop bashing your house husband, okay? Because it wouldn't feel good if he was doing it to you.
We should start going left. We're gonna get one bleach. I like Clorox disinfectant bleach. I got some bleach from Dollar Tree. It just don't hit the same. I also want to get some Barkeeper's Friends so I could clean my stove. I also seen people using this to clean their stove. We'll try this. It's $10 here. Publix is high for those of you who don't already know that, but you don't have a lot of people in here and it's peaceful shopping experience. So I think it's worth it. I like Palm Olive. This is literally the last one of the kind I like. It's $3.54. So just gonna get this one. All right, Peach Patch, we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Just get this one. So Peach McIntyre is hurting for money a little bit. That's why she's gonna bash her husband also, y'all. It's probably gonna get worse before it gets better because that's when her views come in. Let's see. We're gonna push play and on to the next. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Got to register for it. Everybody's getting so many groceries today. They have the Moats apple juice, applesauce, BOGO. I don't get WIC anymore, but if you get WIC, you can take advantage of this BOGO. Y'all don't know how blessed you are to have WIC and to have food stamps. And especially if you got low income housing to go with it. Because for some of us, times are super hard and we still don't qualify for any of those things. And this is why you shouldn't sell your food stamps.
And that's why you shop by the sales, girl. You shop by the sales and you shop by the stores that are having the sales.
And this is why you should BOGO with your WIC at Publix and stack your pantry up and just be grateful. All right, we need eggs and we need cheese, and I'm gonna get 1 gallon of milk. I also need dish detergent. Oh, and Philadelphia cream cheese. If this was a WIC shopping trip for me, the milk would be free, the fruit would be free, the eggs would be free. And
that's why there's no reason for stank Nika kids to be struggling, because that girl get WIC for like shit, 3-4 people plus food stamps.
Juice would be free. That's no longer my reality, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
People clocking your money. People begin to pocket watch you. People begin to pocket watch you. I had to stop myself for a minute because I was about to say something. People will pocket watch you. What is going on in your life right now that you want to transform? Turn off the social media accounts and do that thing right now that you want to transform. Start making action of what that is. And if you find yourself feeling like while you're trying to do that, you need to turn on a camera to do it, you need to be validated for the very thing that you say that you want to do for yourself. All right? Anything you want to do for yourself right now, I'm trying to tell you, if you got to turn on that camera to have someone there with you while you do it, you need validation. And you need to know that if you need that validation, you're going to get exactly what you're looking for. You're going to get the criticism. You're going to get the hate. You're going to get all that. You need to understand, as you get into dark psychology, that people have envious and jealous motherfucking spirits. And you must learn the art of secrecy, and you must learn dark psychology to properly know how to lie to people. How to lie and tell the truth all in one without getting caught. Because you don't owe anybody the truth. A stranger in the street asks you your name, you don't have to tell them your real name because it's a fucking stranger. I don't give a damn if you see that person for the past year every fucking day at the same supermarket. That's a fucking stranger. It don't fucking matter. It don't matter. And another thing, what reason do people, when you turn on that camera, what is the purpose and the reason for what you are doing? And why you need absolute strangers to see you do it? Ask yourself that question too. Why do you need to see this? You the only one sitting down on the floor, pumping up your chest, doing fucking push-ups when it could be 20 other people doing push-ups, probably better than you and stronger than you. What they need to see this for? Because when you turn that camera and you go live and you show that, you know you're going to get distracted, right? Or you're going to end up turning it off altogether. I have seen people sit down, work out, do something, look at that the whole time. They don't look at that screen. Their back is turned. They look and they do it. And they look at that screen one time and they turn that bitch off. And they go live their life. So that tells you something. They don't want the goddamn distractions of people. They don't want it. And that's the same thing you need to understand. What reason we need to see this bitch shop and hear about this? People going, listen, people have jealous and envious fucking spirits. They be jealous and envious of the little shit that you don't even think that they are, but they do be. This is what I need you to understand in dark psychology. People will sit here and whole ass. Hold on. He texted us, please get. So here's the thing. You got people who will come around you just to destroy your life even more. This is how wicked people are online. Anybody I talk to off this thing, I tell y'all all the time, it's a sincere connection between me and that person. And anybody I'm cool with, we be kicking the shit. We got to laugh. We got to be laughing out here because that's just like I always attract people who are fucking hysterical people. Like they're fucking funny. I've been told that I'm funny, but I don't think I am. But I know they're fucking hysterical. I cannot help it. I love people like that. As a person, that's just something about people who have the personality of comedy is just chef kiss, especially when it's effortless comedy. Now, here's another thing. You sit here, you see these women, and you watch this, right? And you see how she's criticizing it. She's like, well, if you got this many kids, then this is how much money you should be getting. So therefore, you see what I'm saying?
I'm super happy to be fully self-sufficient, able to take care of myself, my husband, and our 7 kids.
Oh, that's more shade to wood, child. Take care of herself, her husband, and the 7 kids. I cannot. Girl, if you gonna bash your housewife like that, then I don't even want to be a housewife. This is housewife.
Okay, let me tell you something. And here's another thing. I'm glad she said that. Oh, I'm so glad she said that. I'm just letting y'all know when this order pull up in another hour or so, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, okay? I'm about to go bust down to Tommy Ford and treated myself. Only thing I ain't do is go buy me no wine, and I don't really want no alcohol this weekend anyway. So I'm gonna treat myself to some nice ass Italian food, okay? Because it's been a long time. You a housewife. You a housewife. You a project housewife. You a project housewife. All right? So the women who are listening to this have to be low. If you're going, somebody like this has a chance of coming out of what they are in to being into something better, correct? Somebody like this has a chance of getting out the projects and getting a better life, for getting a house and stuff, and then, and then living that kind of life, and then getting on the camera and talking about it, and maybe having, because see, this is the thing, she could collect videos of her life when she used to, in the project life and stuff. She could have a whole video, new docuseries, all the way to her life when she has transformed completely to being out of the projects, living this very luxurious, beautiful life, and showing videos and saying, this is where I used to live. This is how I lived, and this is what I learned. That is far more powerful. But when she's living like this, people are getting hope that this woman will get out of something. But these evil motherfuckers, I doubt they hoping she get out of anything. But when she has fights with her fucking hairstylist, fights with her own brother over her dad and her own dad family who don't fuck with her, she has all of this and people have gone public with it. It begins to look like, we see why you live in the projects, and we see why your grandmother was an alcoholic who you call mammy. We see why your mother don't fuck with you, and we see why y'all fight each other, because it looks like your mother's fucked up, because why you don't have a relationship with your daddy. You see how it all ties in? People begin to say, we see. And then you see brother said what she stole and what she did. It's like, oh, that bitch does live in the projects. I would believe that she did something like that. You see what happens? But you live your life privately. You live your life behind the scene and make the proper transformation that you need to make for your life. Then you ain't nobody trying to expose you. Even if the person tries to, what are they going to expose? What are they going to get out? They got videos, recordings of you, but even then, what is that going to prove? And if you put yourself out there like myself, I tell you, I was young, I could tell you the shit. Like, at the end of the day, it don't matter. I could stand on anything that I've done, I said in my past. See, that's the difference. A lot of people, they can't. Man, my throat get dry.
Gorgeous loves brown eggs. They're $6.99. If you get the organic, they're $7.55 at Publix. Or shopping is a pleasure. To be able to see like both sides where you've experienced, well, all three sides you've experienced, you know, being low income, on food stamps with Section 8, the works, to being rich, to being, you know, middle class struggling where you can't qualify for any types of assistance. It's butter $8.25 here.
Does it make sense for her to be talking about having $1 million when she is still sitting in that projects? Why does she need to keep flexing money and talk about being rich and all this stuff? Because this is exactly what the book is trying to teach you. Just pay attention to why it tells you to disappear and transform your life. Not fucking let everybody see.
I know y'all gonna say that's margarine. I call it butter. To you know, just
That is margarine, vegetable oil, and it's super high. That is real high for it not to be real butter. Oh my gosh.
doing it all on your own. And I need some Philly. Trying to make sure I
My bad.
didn't overlook the Philadelphia. It's right here. I've been, you know, all three. I haven't been super wealthy yet, but I always tell you guys, middle class where you don't get help is the hardest. You really can't afford to make mistakes with your money. I've never seen this before. All right, now we need some cheese. This cheese would be free as well if I.
That's crazy. All the mistakes she continuously makes with her money. Like, I'm gonna just pray for her because it's not good for her emotions to go to highs and lows like this, and it's not good for her kids to have to deal with financially going high and low, high and low. It's not healthy.
I had WIC, but I don't. So we're gonna buy it ourselves. I'm gonna get 2 packs because she's been going so fast in my home. I think that's all we needed. Let's go see what our total is. Oh, dish detergent. All right, Peach Patch.
I thought she got a dish detergent in the other video. But all right, y'all, that was that video. So let's go on to the next.
Just made it to Publix. Where I live now, I never really get recognized. I've only been recognized 4 times since I've moved, and I love that. It's not a predominantly Black area.
I want y'all to pay attention to the things I tell you. I do. One thing I will say that I hope that you all listen to me about. Okay. I want you all to listen to me very fucking closely. There is no blessings. There is no luck. Okay? When it comes to people who get online and expose all of their shit and they talk about keeping it real and showing their picture. There is nothing good coming for people this way. There is nothing good going on in people's lives that, okay? These people, okay? These people are professional victims. Okay? These people are troublemakers in their family. Okay. These people who report about celebrities are jealous of celebrities. Okay? They're jealous. These people are fucked up. They're fucked up. And this is why when I sat down and I was online and I was doing a bunch of videos, someone actually said to me that I was depressed. And that's why I was doing all of the astrology, the tarot videos. Someone actually said this to me. And it had nothing to do with me being depressed. I had decided to get up and be consistent with my videos because they were projecting their own shit. I didn't even realize how much in competition somebody was in with me. I didn't even peep that. You have people that will set up the most pettiest wars with you that you have no clue is going on with them. It's not even so much of gathering information, it's building a war with you. It's building a fight with you that you don't even know that you are even a part of. If anything y'all listen to me about, I hope that is the one things that y'all listen to me about. When you are building something in your life, when you are gaining financial stability, when you are catering to yourself, you do it in silence. Okay, I just told y'all I just catered to myself. I said, when this food get here, I'm off of here. I ain't smacking down and none of that, talking about it, what it tastes like. Fuck that. When this food get here, the only thing I didn't get with it was wine. When it gets here, that's it for y'all. Adios. I told y'all that. But I ain't tell y'all what I got, right? Catering to myself for the day. I catered to myself with a goddamn $15 cup of Starbucks, the venti size. And see, I shouldn't even be telling y'all that. You see, these little teeny tiny things that should be remaining secrets because these are the ways that I enjoy myself. I didn't even get my Starbucks today. Wasn't I talking about getting it? I ended up treating it to myself to something bigger. I said, okay, well, no, I guess I get that another day. And I'm okay with that. But this is what I'm trying to say about what the internet reads. See, I meant to go to that chick's page that was posting her shit. Let me go back. Let's go back to the one that was called Bitch Something. What's her name? Something Bitch. What's her name? That's what you get. That's what I get for clicking on it. Queen Bitch. She the Queen Bitch, y'all, and more. Queen Blama reaction. Oh, okay. Queen Op spit on Summer what is truly sick Instagram live. All right. Queen Op Instagram live all in the front of Summer. Okay. Videos. Queen Op left Summer at the hospital alone. Okay, I guess this is supposed to be like a lesbian couple. Queen Op Instagram live on this in front of Summer. Eat with Q deleted goodwill from her life. This is what this person is doing. What do I tell you about people who take stuff like this and report it live and show you their face and make sure you know that they're reacting to it. These are the most jealous, envious, spirited people. And they're reporting other people's lives all day because something is fucked up in their life. Like I said, if there's anything I want y'all to listen to, it's this right here. All right? We do reaction, critical reviews, and newsworthy commentary. Hey, loves. We meaning the people who watch it with her, the people who judge, the people who scrutinize with her. That's what she means by we. So I say all this to say, at the end of the day, social media is a cesspool of ignorant, hateful, jealous, envious shit because it started that way. And I told y'all the story. Social media started that way. Social media is a place that even the most innocent of people who come on here like myself and thought you were going to just market and brand and teach yourself stuff, it was a place that only distracted you because this was never the place to do it. Social media is a place where age is really nothing but a number. Because an old bitch that's damn near 30, 40 years old to come on a 22-year-old's page and try to distract and disturb her and go on her own show and try to drag and distract other teenage and young girls from that show. It ain't nothing but a number. They'll be hateful of your success. They'll be envious of whatever life they think you have that they do not have. This is how people are in the real world. Social media is far more worse of it. There was no reason for anyone to know her relationship with her father. The brother spoke up because he needed to tell the truth because she stole from his sister, which is their sister. So much that the sister don't even fuck with her and or talk to her. Because I was like, who is this dude? This dude look like, why the fuck he pulling up? And then I said, oh, that's her brother. That's how nasty it get. Oh, why I hate my husband's family. Here we go. I wanted to hear this. I thought maybe because I clicked over it. Because remember I couldn't find it before. Let me go back. The brother looks like he fucked up and disturbed.
There's a passion inside of you. At Miller Mott, we'll help you turn that passion into industry-specific skills. Our hands-on approach to education lets you learn by doing. Miller Mott College, where passion becomes skill.
Like black, dark brown, dark brown.
I was watching it
when you put on broil. Thank you. She had 20 tacos. No, I had 6, bitch. Maybe 7. It was a good time.
Oh, we did see this. Okay, I forgot. Did she even get into it? Because she didn't get into it. Let's see if she gets into it. You know something, people.
It was a good time.
The fact that we live in a time where people do this and they even will tell you when they're getting evicted and all kind of shit like that. That's very telling of the mentality of the people online as well, and why they are very dangerous people. Even even when I listen to your Zealot divestors and all that stuff, I be like, Y'all need to be careful. Y'all think that y'all can probably go behind the scenes and talk to these people behind the scenes and get personal with them, and that could be your very detriment. I need y'all to really understand how to be careful out here. I had a woman I worked with for years, and again, you live, you learn. And this happened in my 40s. And I sent her a simple message that she always says, because she's a reader. And she was screaming at me, and I was like, you don't have to be, I went off and was like, the fuck are you cursing and screaming for? You're not going to get fired because I did that. I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Because the thing is, that's what that person already, they internalize fucked upness is just there. And you're just like, wait a fucking minute. That don't make no sense. You're not going to get fired for that. But it be like that. Because they know that they're lying, they're scamming, and they think that you get what I'm saying? And then sometimes there's people that they turn on you because they think you do know something. It's all dangerous out here, y'all. You got to be careful. You got to be very, very intricate and selective. You have to be okay with judging. You have to be okay with really questioning people and who they are and their motives and their intentions and where they come from and what kind of background they have. Even if you feel like you like them, you have to be careful. Miss Sprinkle She-Ra 7 is getting dragged because she has oils that she sells, because she is a witch and people know her background. Then the thing is, why are you over there if that's not nothing to do with you? Why are you watching her? You have people like She-Ra 7 that says a lot of the crazy things that she says. She's a Pisces. But people can take it or leave it. And some people say the discussions that she has should be behind the Patreon. It shouldn't be in public like that kind of information. I went to meetings before where they was like, look, these are the places that you do this at, and you do this, and it's okay, and it's safe to do here, but anywhere down in this area, do not work with this. Do not work with this for significant clientele or people. I also want to tell you to keep this in mind, and I also have something else that I want to bring up that it was told to me, and this, that, and the third. That was a very private conversation. That conversation did not need to be had in public. There are conversations that transparent stories that I tell that I need to, like, it needs to be behind something before anybody can hear me talk about it, if I even want to talk about it. And people like this who are just so open with talking about this.
I learned that's what really attracted me to him. And it wasn't because I just thought that was so cute. It was because it was my normal. It caught my attention because it reminded me of where I come from. So I feel like, and me and one of my friends talked about this, I feel like...
Meet Everand, a world of stories and knowledge designed for you. Discover more at everand.com and start your 30.
In the beginning, you date your parents. And as you continue to grow and learn yourself, you start to date your standards, your new standards that you have set for yourself. And that's what I was explaining. When I talk about my husband's family and my family, I'm explaining our background so you can kind of understand where we are, why we behave the way that we behave based on our backgrounds. But we have a choice at that point in all of this. okay, what are we going to choose? Are we going to continue to do this? Or are we going to do something different? But how they take it is, oh, she bashing us. She just tearing them down. They like go to doing that. So then I'll start to do it for real. Okay, bitch, I'll show you a bash, motherfucker. That's when I go to that. But all I was trying to do was get my husband to see you grew up in an unhealthy environment. Even when I talk about parentifying minors, young kids, when me and my husband talked about his brother that passed away, his brother was the oldest. His brother had a different dad from his dad and his other siblings. His brother was angry with his mom, feeling like his mom is choosing his sister that's not her daughter over him. We had that conversation, right? And then when my husband telling me, oh, his brother used to have to make sure they get to school because his mama always was at work and da da da. I'm like, do you understand like what you're explaining is your brother was basically like a parent? Well, it wasn't like he had to watch us. He just had to make sure we didn't go outside and make sure we took baths and make sure we had food. That's making him the parent. That's unfair. It's like robbing a person of a childhood, and that's why I won't do that to Gregory. So when me and my husband get into it about stuff like that, where he be like, Gregory could help, he old enough, and I be like, no, those are your kids. Those are my kids. Those aren't Gregory's kids. It's because we grew up at a time where that was normal. It didn't matter if you was a boy or girl. You an older kid, you gonna help with these kids that I made because I gotta go to work and I'm taking care of you. It was basically like that for us, children that were born in the 80s and 90s, and I'll say the early 2000s. And it was unfair. We were robbed. And you don't realize it until you get older and you start to realize you missed out on a lot of childlike things.
Once again, this is a that she should be having with her therapist. Okay? She should be having this conversation with her therapist, not us. Okay? My food is here, everybody. Yes, it is. My food is here. All right. I am going to enjoy my food that is here. All right. Is that a pickle? No, garlic bread. Great. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.